Bitch, shut the fuck up in 2020. That's why you sitting there acting light skinned. The fuck are we talking about? This nigga be fucking lying. Bitch, shut the fuck up in 2020. That's why you sitting there acting light skinned. The fuck are we talking about? This nigga be fucking lying. Bitch, shut the fuck up in 2020. This nigga be fucking lying.
What's going on, Chad? Happy Thursday. I see Dialogue with Me TV is up in the building. Mr. FYB, what's the word, Law? Nurse Petty is up in the building. Y'all get on up in here. And shout out again to Keep the Change. Yeah, common sense. Yeah, I got more subscribers. I don't even know how many subscribers you got. Yeah, you ain't got no subscribers, common sense. What up with it, no cap? What's the word? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to everybody that's coming on in. And again, shout out to Keep the Change. This is a birthday week again. And shout out to Thick Cut for always coming up with these drops, just like Andre O.D. Kimball. Y'all make sure to say happy birthday again to KTC.
I'm here to answer questions, Gary, so we can get you to answer some questions, Gary. I'm willing to answer anything. Let's go. Ask me, Gary. Deflection. Lie on top of lie after lie. Ramble on. When you're caught with the truth, my nigga, you a bitch ass nigga. Every time the truth hits you in your face, no, I'm not gonna answer anything. No, that ain't nobody's business. I ain't gonna answer that because she ain't gonna answer that. Bitch, I'm here. I'm here to answer any fucking thing you got to throw at me. Pop the questions, Gary. You know why you're not gonna ask anything? Because you know you fucking lie. You is not what they call a real motherfucking man. You're not a real nigga. You just a motherfucking liar. Perfect. Script down straight. You a fucking compulsive liar, nigga. You not gonna own up to shit. You gonna find a way to bullshit your way out of everything. But one thing about life, nigga, you can't keep bullshitting your way out of it. It's gonna soon give you what the fuck you giving out. You gonna ask me questions. What you wanna know about Johnny telling another man that he gonna stick dick in his ass? Is that what a straight man wanna know? Because that's the only thing you keep asking me. As a straight man, you want me to explain to you why another man said he would put dick in another man's ass. That's the type of shit you want to know, nigga. How do you want to know if he need to grease that motherfucker up and slide it in slow? Or do he need a condom to pack that dick up in there? Is that what you want to know, Gabe? Because that's what the fuck you keep asking, you nasty nigga. From your panel to everybody's panel. Why you support the man to say he gonna put dick in True Freeman's ass? Why you want to put it in your ass? You want to put both of your hands back there and squeeze your ass open and let him pack it up in your ass? Cause you ain't seen your dick in years. Huh? Is that what you want, Gary? Cause you ain't asked me anything about me. You keep asking me why another man wanna fuck on another man.
Game fucking perfect.
Shout out to Thick Cut. Shout out to Thick Cut. And shout out to Keep the Change. Shout out to Keep the Change. Now, let me entertain you, common sense. Common sense, you got to start putting content on your channel in order for people to want to come over there and check you out. Do you know what type of content you're looking to put on your channel? That would be the question that I would ask you. You say you're just getting started. So I seen your comment. I'm trying to get started. Where are you trying to get started at? I mean, what type of content are you looking to put on your channel? Now, I'm not here to try to guide you on what type of content you're looking at, because I don't know you. So that's why I'm asking the question. What type of content are you looking to put on your channel if you're just not getting started? How about we start there? Do you know what type of content you're looking to put on that channel? I mean, are you trying to come over here, or are you just trying to be slick about it? Come over here and try to steal some people away from me so they can come over there and check you on out? Well, you got to start somewhere by putting some type of content, videos or something. You have nothing on that channel. Yeah, I'm already knowing, you know, Miss FYB, sometimes I don't care about entertaining them to a certain degree because they so much look for my attention anytime I go live. I swear they do. Now, if you really got common sense, you will at least start trying to put uploads up on your channel so that way people can know what you're doing. Hey, highly favored, how you doing? Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday. Yeah, I know they be trying their best to really distract me, but it won't work, Law, because I already focus in on what the show is all about. So this just to kind of get people to come on in. You know, I may entertain a couple of comments that come up in the chat. You know, it is what it is. I'm in full control. So, you know, they could come with their little distractions or whatever the case may be. I don't really give a shit. But on that note, I just read the rumors. If it's that way, then I do it. If I know I got a tough crowd ahead of me, then I'm gonna stay razor focused and I'm gonna let the mods take care of them up in the chat if they being disruptive or they trying to change the story. They trying to change the storyline because they want to be talked about so much. Oh, Duke is good. Dialogue with me, TV. He upstairs just chilling. He just got through eating. What up with it, Uncle Will? I see you up in the building. Salute. What's going on with everybody? Now, it's a lot of things that's been going on. A lot, right? And I'm not even just talking about, you know, the norm of what's going on in the sector. That's the norm to me. You know, it's always going to be the BS that happens, whatever. Now, you know, everybody is talking about DMD taking his wrench away from Biz 101. So let me add my opinion to that real quick. I really don't give a fuck if DMD take his wrench from the man, and it ain't got nothing to do with me. That's his wrench to give. That's his wrench to take. You know, but a person that set up here on a panel live and admitted to people that he was on the sex registry again. I told y'all then and I tell y'all now, ain't no way in the fuck that I'm about to even entertain no individual like that. It's nothing for me to really elaborate on when it comes down to him. Now, about him being a grown-ass man and he sat up there and took that shit the way he did and tried to say that's what I really needed, like DMD really said some hellified shit to him, like, all right, yeah, okay, you can have that. Because if my memory served me correctly, what up with it, Retro? Sis told you the same exact shit, and you look at him as a friend. But it took damn D to say it, and now you about to straighten it all up. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Come on. Stop. Sis told you this from the very jump, from the very beginning. Just shut up. But all because damn D told you to shut your goddamn mouth. Now you want to sit up here. Now you want to say he's right. That's exactly what I needed to hear. Like, man, I heard that. I say, man, come on, man. Stop. What's happening, Brian? I say, man, come on, man. You can't make this shit up, man. Retro. That couldn't have been me, Retro. Because at the end of the day, I'm still an adult. And can't no other adult, just because I have a wrench in your damn chat, try to dictate the terms on who I'm supposed to speak to. Man, fuck all of that. But again, that's me saying it. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with, how he looked at it or whatever the case may be. But to me, outside looking in, it looked like he just straight punked you. And you roll with the punches too. So now that's your cross to bear to deal with the backlash. But see, he too much of a punk anyway, because he gonna block everybody anyway. So that way he don't have to see the comments and he don't have to feel a certain type of way. Like, bro, you really do not have no type of self-control at all. You look for safe space to be able to say what you want to say, and you allow people to keep putting you up in a damn trick bag. Like, you get what you get. You get what you get. Would you say, Brian, Kwame's got to get in line when the higher ups bark orders? That shit is crazy. That's Brian, that shit crazy as shit, man. As an adult, should nobody have to tell you shit? He can talk to you as a man and just tell you what he feel like you doing is wrong, but then that'll just been the end of it. All that you talking about, man, that's exactly what I needed to hear. Was shit, hell, Sis told you the same goddamn thing. And you still kept jumping. So in my mind, what is making damn D so much of a hell of a nigga on what he said to you that Sis didn't already say to you? You ain't gonna get me to understand that. Oh, it's all about who we like. Oh, okay. So as long as you like that person can disrespect you, treat you like you a fucking kid in front of every goddamn body, and you just sit back and just take it and be like, oh, well, that's exactly what I needed. Man, go ahead. I never, ever. Woo. See, damn D gonna tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. Well, damn, Biz. I thought Sis told you what you needed to hear too. You disregarded what he said. You kept hitting panels. You kept running off at the mouth, answering questions. That shit, man, look here. That shit wild as hell, bro. Bro, I would expect y'all to call me out if I did the exact same thing he did. Yeah, I expect y'all to call me out. Like, bro, where your backbone at? I thought you a man. I thought you was an adult. You gonna let that ride? You gonna, man, no. No. It's just a big fat no. I'm sorry. I just don't get it, ladies and gentlemen. You ain't gonna get me to understand that one. And plus, the way I see it, it ain't meant for me to understand. Fuck it. You want to sit up here, buck dance and buck dance for damn D and all this and that. Hey, that's your business. But the optics of all that don't even look good, in my opinion. No, the optics don't look right. And then you write in the chat when he telling you this, and you talking about some thanks, D. I needed to hear that. Like you didn't hear this before. That's the part that's crazy to me. Like Sis didn't tell you it was a friend to you. You know. Oh man. but you know, I'm supposed to take all this shit. I'm supposed to take this type of shit seriously. Yeah, I ain't taking none of this shit. Exactly, Brian. So the whole point is, what's so special about what Damn D said to you about the whole situation that did nobody else say to you? It took Damn D to speak up, huh? Man, come on, man. Stop. We need to knock it off, ladies and gentlemen. For real, we do. We really do need to knock it off. And again, I already know where I stand at with an individual like that. He could never get no play over here. He can never type up in the chat. We don't have to have no type of conversations. I never liked it biz. But do I hate him? No, I don't hate him. But I never cared for him. Never. And especially him talking about he used to be on the registry in Virginia. Like, man, bye. And I don't care. And then the crazy part about that is he didn't get off the registry off his own. He got off the registry because of the consensus of people that was badgering him off of YouTube. Because remember now, ladies and gentlemen, he was gonna keep that on his record and be able to show his son, you know, hey, I made a mistake in life, son. This is on my record. He wanted to be able to have it still on his record so his son could see it and he could show his son on what not to do. Like, man, stop. What up with it? The Beef Sector Podcast. What's the word? Y'all remember that? Like, how in the world do I look like going back and forth with somebody like that? Like, seriously. This man seriously said that he was going to at first leave that on this record so that way he can show his son and teach him from right from wrong and what he made a mistake on. But no, he changed this man real quick and said, you know what? No, I'm going to go ahead and remove this off my record, you know, because the people off of YouTube is talking about me too much and I'm tired of them talking about me. So I'm going to go ahead and get it removed. The damage is done, though. You just really don't understand that a lot of people do not care for individuals that was on the registry in the first place. See, that's the part that you're missing. What up with it, Willie? I see you up in the building. You was on the registry in the first place and you came out of your own mouth to admit it. So after then, it don't matter about no paperwork. It don't matter about what you say. And I don't have to be on no fuck shit just to say it straight out. No, you ain't the type of individual that I would want to hang around, want to talk to. None of that. None of that. No, for what? Retro. He was on the registry for over 20 years. So it took him to be on YouTube for that shit to go off. But at first he wanted to keep it on so he could teach his son a lesson about, like, nigga, all this double talk. Hey, y'all, you have the right biz to double talk all the fuck you want. You keep that double talking bullshit on your damn channel or whoever allowed you to be on their damn panel and just double talk. You just a double talking SOB on everything I love. What up, Swade? Man, Mr. FYB, you can't, you ain't gonna get me to understand why he even would say that out of his mouth and then turn around and get it off his record. But see, the thing about all that is that you could, yeah, it's a possibility that you could come off the registry, but you still got charged with it. So anytime somebody pulls your name up, it's still going to pop up. You didn't get it expunged or you didn't get it sealed. That type of thing, you got to wait a while for it to get expunged or either sealed. So anytime somebody put his name up, it's over with. It's still gonna be there. So I don't get what you getting so mad about, because it would be different if you had got it expunged. Okay, fine. It ain't there no more. But it's still there, my nigga. It's still gonna be there until you get that money together and get it expunged. Even if it is if it's an expungible type of record, a expungible type of charge, excuse me. You tell me first, the chosen one, how's the weather at where you at? It's cold here. I'm in Hillside. I'm in the Chicago suburbs, west side. It's cold. Now, how is it where you at? Mr. FYB, please keep your eye out, and all the rest of the moderators, y'all keep y'all out on this, the chosen one. Yeah, y'all keep y'all eye out on him. Because I got a funny feeling you just the other troll that got booted on up out of here. You just changed your name to the chosen one. Okay? Now, let me get that feeling that you up here and no good trying to chat up in my chat. I do have a cash app, the chosen one. You can donate. If you gonna troll up in my chat, I'm gonna have to insist that you pony up. Oh, he's the same one. Oh, he's the same one. I thought so. Well, the chosen one, say your last words before I get you up out of here, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully where you are, it is warm, okay? Hopefully where you are is warm. But I'm going to send you one-way packet. I'm going to send you one way up out of my chat. You go somewhere else, and you can do whatever it is that you do. But see, you're not donating over here. Okay, let me get you up out of here too. Them type of troll names will not be accepted up in here. Now look at that. Now you see this, Melly? You see that? If you even see somebody name titled like that, just get them up out of here. Because you're not, look, I keep trying to tell y'all, I'm not new at this. I grew at this. It's nothing that you can try to do or come in or try to troll me a certain way that I'm not going to catch on to. I know exactly what the trolls is doing. Not going to get me up in here. Not up in my own damn house. So unless you going to donate, I got rid of the comment. I got rid of them. Yeah, I got rid of them. So unless you going to donate and participate with the show, because right now I'm just freestyling right now, but we not going there. I know how far I'm willing to go with my show and what I'm willing to talk about. And everything and anything ain't just going to get talked about over here. It's going to be structured like I've been having it. What up with it, Jonathan G? Hey, look, trolls doing their job, man. They trolling, you know. I'm not mad at the trolling, but then don't sit up here and think you're going to play in my face and think that I'm not going to catch on to what you're doing. I don't know you people. So I don't owe you no loyalty. I don't owe to be nice to you. I don't know you. At all.
Lousy motherfuckers that don't support me anyway, and call yourself hate me, ain't never met me, ain't never had a real conversation with me, man, but you hate me so much, and I love it, because guess what, I don't know me fuck about your motherfucking hate. You don't.
Are you serious? Can you stop judging me, sir? Can you donate, sir or ma'am? The chosen one. Can you donate? Can one of the moderators put my Cash App? Matter of fact, hold on. Let me put it up in there myself. Hold on. Now, I'm going to get you to the end of this drop right here, the chosen one. I just put my Cash App up in the chat. If I don't see no donations from you before this drop ends, I'm just going to get rid of you. And you can have a nice day somewhere else in somebody else's chat. So how about this? The drop is at least 5 minutes long. So it shouldn't take you that long to donate to the Cash App. Once this drop is over with, all right, well then guess what? I'm just going to remove you. How about that? I don't want to hear nothing about I get paid next week. I don't want to hear none of that. I truly don't. I don't want to hear what up with a Keon 29. I don't want to hear nothing about you get paid next week. Either you going to donate to the content that I'm willing to provide or you going to get gone. Bye-bye. See you later. So I ain't even got to play the drop now. I could just get right into the show. No, I ain't even got to play the drop. So, yes, I'm pretty sure y'all are very aware of former governor of Illinois, Rod Blagojevich. If I said his last name right, somebody in the chat will let me know. The President Trump pardons former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich. All right, let's listen to what he got to say about.
IRS e-file is now open. Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free. Plus, get your...
Now, breaking news, CBS News citing sources saying former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich will be formally pardoned by President Trump. The news coming ahead of rumblings Blagojevich may be named ambassador to Serbia.
CBS News political reporter Chris Ty here now with how this may play out for the federally convicted Blagojevich, who was impeached, as we know, as Illinois governor. Chris?
Joe and Erica, we're waiting formal word from the White House any minute now. If it happens, it would be the latest in a sequence of favors President Trump has done for Rod Blagojevich and set up a possible political second act.
Well, I mean, the only thing I'll say is I don't think it's appropriate for me to comment about any rumors that are swirling around. I think, except to say one thing, that I'll always be profoundly grateful to President Trump for everything he's done for me and for my family.
That's the former governor late today telling WBBM News Radio what he's thinking ahead of a possible pardon tonight.
Man, look here. You mean to tell me you could be a dirty, stinky felon and still run for, and then you got a president like Trump that's a dirty, stinky felon, pardon other felons, and look, Rod Blagojevich is a Democrat. He's not even Republican. But guess what? I guess Rob knew better. He knew he better rub elbows with Trump so that way he can get a favor down the road. And that's basically what's going on right now. Grease some palms around here. That's basically what Blagojevich did. And Trump didn't forget about him, and Trump went on and pardoned him. Dig this.
In the hours before reporting to prison, Rod Blagojevich mentioned Donald Trump.
I got fired by Donald Trump. Yeah.
This thing I got to do now is worse.
Referencing his stint on The Celebrity Apprentice, President Trump's old reality show.
I got to say, you have a lot of guts.
Blagojevich, who was originally sentenced to 14 years in prison on corruption charges for attempting to sell Barack Obama's U.S. Senate seat after he won the White House in 2008, only served 8 of those years because his sentence was commuted in February 2020 during Mr. Trump's first term.
I've got 10,000 reasons to be thankful to President Trump.
Now, the Blagojevich-Trump relationship takes an altogether new turn,
I appreciate them.
as Trump appears ready to elevate the favor from commuting his sentence to a full pardon. Legally, a pardon is official forgiveness, removing most of the legal consequences of the criminal conviction. In the days after his release...
Now, wait. Now, I say removing most. So that means he's still going to have some type of issues if they want to bring it up as far as any type of legal issues or whatever. They can get rid of most of it. So I want people to pay attention to that. But they can't get rid of every single legal issues that this man done had, which I'm sure they're going to still end up sweeping it right up under the rug anyway. So it is what it is.
Lease. He told our Dana Kozlov what he thinks set his legal matters into motion.
I was sent to prison for practicing politics.
Today's news sets in motion a possible political revival. While he remains barred from holding elected office in Illinois after his impeachment from office, word now he could be named ambassador to Serbia in the new Trump White House. In 1999, Blagojevich, who has Serbian roots, joined the Reverend Jesse Jackson, as Jackson helped broker the release of 3 American prisoners in Serbia. Now, 26 years and a political lifetime later, he may be dispatched back to the region of his ancestors by the man who released him from prison early. As the Rod Blagojevich story takes another unexpected turn. Blagojevich, you may recall, filed a federal lawsuit claiming his removal from office by the Illinois Senate following his 2009 impeachment trial was unconstitutional. That precludes him from running for state or local elected office in Illinois again. A judge rejected that legal effort by Blagojevich. So, what this possible pardon means for his electability moving forward, that remains unclear tonight. Live in the newsroom, Chris Tide, CBS News, Chicago.
Chris, thank you.
Man, look here. I don't be wanting to hear nothing about what Trump would ever say about people that have felonies and all this and that. Man, please, bye. You let that man off on a pardon, and most of his legal issues would be swept up on the rug, if not all of it. That man only suffered to being in jail for a stint, for maybe up to 10 years. Okay. But you heard what he just said. He said he went to jail for doing politics. Oh. So why ain't nobody else went to jail, Mr. Blagojevich? Why is you was the only one that went to jail for trying to sell a seat when Barack was getting into office? Now that is the major question right there. I haven't heard anybody else doing nothing like that but you. And you got to serve 10 years for that. Well, you're supposed to do 14, but you got 10. And to be fair, Trump then threw you a lifeline. He threw you a lifeline. And let's see down the road on how he's going to capitalize off of this right here. Now, before I got a couple other videos that I do want to go over, y'all. Now, Carlos brought this to my attention not too long ago. Hold on. I want to Jesse Jackson Jr. and his wife, they both went to jail. You right, Deja Vu. They both went to jail. You right. I remember that. Now, how come he ain't pardoned Jesse Jackson Jr.? What up with the Signal Dogs? Wait a minute. Hold on. Because Carlos did send that to me. Hold on. because I found that to be odd as shit. Hold on. Hold on. Not that one. What the fuck? This is a whole lot of shit. Hold on. Wait a minute. Because it's one with the lady. Hold on. Now, it's a lady in Memphis, right, y'all? A lady in Memphis. She gets banned. She gets banned from going to any Walmart nationwide. And she only took 100, it was under $150 of merch that she took. It was her and it was a man that actually got banned too. So that means, so let me get this straight. So that means that they can't go to no other Walmart that's in the US nationwide. Over $150. And I'm trying to find it. Hold on. I got to find this. Hold on. Now this I got to find. Hold on. Cause I know he just tagged me up into it. Hold on. Hold on. What up with it? It is what it is. Salute to you. Hold on. Why I got y'all? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Carlos to put it up in the chat. Hold on. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go to it. Hold on. I even said, wow, this is unbelievable. I couldn't even believe this. Yeah, I couldn't believe this. I say, man, she got banned. She got banned nationwide, y'all. Nationwide. Hold on. Let me refresh this page real quick. Hold on. Hold on. So while I'm letting it get refreshed, hold on. Play a drop real quick. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let it refresh real quick. Shout out to Andre O.D. Kimball and shout out to Lovey Star, my lovey.
Yeah. Let's go.
Y'all can go live about Lovey. Y'all can go live about Lovey. I'm not gonna argue back and forth with none of these bitches about how I live, what size my kids. One thing about me, I'm a real ass bitch. If I got smoke with a bitch, I got smoke with you. Bitch, your kids ain't got shit to do with it. Y'all can go live about Lovey. Y'all can talk about Lovey. Y'all can talk about my kids. Y'all can do all of that. Just know, I'm a real ass bitch. Even with you motherfuckers mentioning and talking about my daughter, I don't give a fuck about my princess. Don't give a fuck about none of that. Why should we care? We them. We we are them. Like, why do I'm not going to argue back and forth with none of these bitches about how I live, what size my kids. Because one thing about me, I'm a real ass bitch. If I got smoke with a bitch, I got smoke with you. Bitch, your kids ain't got shit to do with it. Your mama and daddy ain't got nothing to do with it. Fuck is you piling all that motherfucking makeup on your motherfucking face for? Why are you piling all that fucking makeup? Listen here. I'm gonna make it very clear. You bitches that got to pile all that fucking makeup on y'all motherfucking face, then want to talk about Lovey, Selena. Get close, bitch. Get close. Go put your motherfucking nose on the wall, bitch. Go put your fucking nose on the wall, bitch. All that little fake ass body, all that shit. Nobody gives a fuck about none of that shit. You feel me? Love me way too real for all the shit you hoes talk about. You feel me? Y'all see these little ass titties? This shit right here, this is me. Authentic, bitch. Ain't nothing fake about me. Let me show y'all. This little ass booty. This little ass booty. Authentic. I ain't came on this motherfucker trying to showboat and have motherfuckers thinking I'm this, that. I want motherfuckers to know who the fuck Lovey is authentically. Okay? I'm not gonna argue back and forth with none of these bitches about how I live, what size my kids. Because one thing about me, I'm a real ass bitch. If I got smoke with a bitch, I got smoke with you. Bitch, your kids ain't got shit to do with it. I'm not gonna argue back and forth with none of these bitches about how I live, what size my kids. Because one thing about me, I'm a real ass bitch. If I got smoke with a bitch, I got smoke with you. Bitch, your kids ain't got shit to do with it. Your mama and daddy ain't got nothing to do with it. If you can scratch and keep it on who the fuck you scratching with. So apparently motherfuckers ain't telling these bitches, y'all not funny.
Shout out to my lovey boy. Look, I ain't gonna even say you a firecracker. You is one of them goddamn half a stick of dynamite. Shit. Damn, man. Get Lovey started on some bullshit. Lovey be cursing every goddamn body out. You get cursed out. You get cursed out. You get cursed out. And you get cursed out. And Lovey most definitely don't hold no punches. Right. It is what it is. Tick, tick, boom. And look, I can understand and Lovey. You know, I understand that completely because I'm like a ticking time bomb too. Tick, 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 boom. See, you a half a stick of dynamite. I'm a whole stick. I'm just going boom. But look, that half a stick of dynamite is just as effective now. But see, I'm a whole. I had to just take the fuse up out my damn. Shit, I had to take the fuse out because what I learned though, Lovey, over the course of time of me doing this, is that people love it when they see you react all out your body or whatever the case may be, right? They love it. They'll sit back. Some people would cheer it on, and then some people just go, hey, we all is, Lovey. We all are a work in progress. I know you good now. I know you good. I know you good in real life. This is just the internet. We just come on here to laugh and be entertained, and I get it. But I also get certain things you don't like to be entertained by, and certain things you don't have to. And you don't have to. You can shut it all down on your own. Shit. See, that's your choice. You feel what I'm saying? Just like we all have a choice to indulge into the fuck shit. We all have a choice. We either going to indulge up in it or we not going to indulge up in it, right? So at least I don't see you throwing these quotes out to protect your peace and all this and that. And if you have, cool. But like, you know, look, if you still talking about people in this sector and you still being disrespectful in how you lay it out, then you get what you get. Nobody on this app owes you no loyalty on nothing. I mean, hey, if you want to jump out the window, jump out the window. If you don't, then just don't participate. It's really that simple. Yeah, I know you good. I know you good. Just like I'm good, Lovey. I'm good. You know why I'm good, Lovey? Because I'm not so invested up in what's going on. I really personally don't care. Because I still understand that as a content creator, everybody has a right to entertain the way they want to for their audience, right? So I'm not no hater. I get it. But I just choose not to even speak on it because to me, it's just a bunch of misdirection plays going on around here. So no, I just don't have time and I don't have that type of energy to even get myself all wrapped up into it. You know what I'm saying? But for those who got that type of energy to keep doing what you're doing. But I'm cool on the sidelines just talking about other things. And like I said, every now and again, I may give y'all my opinion about what's going on. But that's going to be far in between. Because in reality, I don't give a fuck about them damn people over there. I don't care nothing about that. No, I don't want, look, and I had to take a strong look at myself to know that moving forward to keep doing content on here, I didn't want it to keep being that way because, it's a dirty game being a content creator, whether if you in this sector or any other sector. Shit, I feel this cutthroat all over YouTube. People have hidden agendas. You know what I'm saying? They don't let you know right off the rip when they come in the chat or man, or they trying to be an upcoming content creator or whatever the case may be. I'm not here to give nobody no advice about shit. You better figure it out. You better sit back and read the room. That's all I can tell you. Figure it out. Because I'm not here to be no teacher to nobody on this app. If you want to crash out and you think that's your best recourse to do so, then so be it. So be it. I like I said, I don't really give a fuck. I don't. So anyway, let's get back to what I wanted to show y'all real quick, right? Hold on. All right, here we go. Walmart bans Memphis woman from all stores nationwide.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your...
A crime report from your news leader now. Walmart getting tough on thieves by enforcing a nationwide ban on habitual shoplifters. WREG's Mike Suriani reports on how one Memphian won't be going back to any of the popular stores.
Well, it's raining, it's cold, it's generally miserable. So is there anything that could make this day worse? Well, yes, there is. Imagine being banned from every Walmart in the USA. One Memphis woman has that dubious distinction. Ashley Cross, charged with criminal trespass and theft of merchandise.
Lord Jesus Christ. You too, Lovey. Be careful at the mall trying to find what you need to find now. Do y'all see this woman here? It looked, I mean, and no disrespect, but you look like you a couple bricks shy of a load. I'm not even gonna hold you. You look like you just off.
Is, according to the police report, a well-known shoplifter at this Walmart on Elvis Presley Boulevard in Whitehaven. So well known to Walmart that Cross is on an authorization of agency list, meaning she's banned from any Walmart location in the United States.
Good for
Good for him. This man says he's okay with Walmart's ban on the woman.
Now, look. Look, they already, look, wait a minute, hold on. She only took, because they're going to show it in this video, she only took up to $150 worth of merch. So I asked y'all up in the chat, do y'all think that's worthy of her getting banned from all Walmart across the U.S.? So that means that she can't go to no Walmart in the USA. She got to go out the country to go to Walmart. Or she got to find somebody to go to Walmart for to get shit because she won't be allowed it ever up in no type of Walmart. You think so, Trey? If it was in the thousands, then yeah, okay, ban her. But $150? Oh man. Yeah, I get it. If she just continuously keeps stealing, I get it. They got a business to run and they ain't in the business of losing money. So I get it on that aspect, but damn. Yeah, you're right. You're right about it. It is what it is. She shouldn't have been stealing, but you just saw how she looked. I'm telling you, she a couple bricks shy of a load.
It don't make no sense that a person would steal from a Walmart store.
The Elvis Presley Boulevard store is where Cross and another suspect were arrested February 10th. Cross was seen using a device to scan her items for $1 at a self-checkout machine. Walmart would not comment on Ashley Cross's ban, but issued this brief statement, quote, "We value our customers and associates and want them to have a pleasant shopping experience. Though rare, there are instances when someone is no longer welcome in our stores," end quote. The whole incident pretty shocking to this Walmart shopper.
She knows how to get by, so I think it'd be best with just a ban.
For your news leader, Mike Suriani, WREG News Channel 3.
Ashley Cross remains in jail on a $7,500 bond. She is
Damn, they gave her a $7,500 bond. And she's still in jail. So you know what that lets me know. Ain't nobody coming to reach for her to get her on up out of jail. She gonna have to sit there to the 19th to a court date. You know what, Trey? I can't stand a thief either. But I also know that it's certain. You might say it ain't no excuse for you stealing, but with people it can be circumstances why they steal. You know, you got some people that just some thieving sons of bitches, and that's what they like to do, is just steal because they get a rush. And then you got people that steal because they literally hungry and they ain't got no money to be able to afford them nothing to eat. Now, again, is it wrong? Yes, it's dead wrong. So I'm not going to condone it. I'm sure of it. I'm sure she just stole from her family. Why do you think she's still in jail now? She's still in jail. She got arrested February the 10th. It's the 13th. So you mean to tell me ain't none of her family members was able to get up $7,500? So basically, you might as well say 10%, because she ain't got to pay the whole $75. So did nobody able to come up with $750 to get up Debonna out? I mean, it's so many reasons why people will steal. You know what I'm saying? It is. Wait a minute. Trey say, John, doesn't she look like she haven't been stealing all her life? I mean, the way she looked at Trey Spectors, I already said she a couple bricks shy of a load. So it's something off about it. Maybe she do have a drug problem or whatever the case may be. And then, you know, if people steal like that, they just trying to feed their habit. Fuck some food. You feel what I'm saying? And shout out to Lovey. Appreciate that slap on the neck, Lovey. I got it. Appreciate that slap on the neck. So, yeah, I mean, look, it's so many reasons why people will steal. At the end, no, it is dead wrong for you to steal. It's dead wrong for you to steal. And just because you may not get caught right then and there, you still wrong for doing it. You just ain't got caught yet. Hey, Miss 2216. Well, Miss 2216, you have a point. Now, let me read off what you just said. That's the problem. We bailing family members out that should be laying down. A lot of times we saving folks. Yeah, Miss 2216. But I'm pretty sure at a point, somebody in her family's like, look, we done been bailed you out plenty of times. We not going to keep bailing you out. You just going to have to sit in jail. And that's what it's looking like to me, because it don't look like she's going to get that bond money to bond out. Look like she's going to have to sit up in there to that court date to the 19th. So, yeah, she's going to have to sit up in there to the 19th. Now, it's another video that I want to go over, right? And shout out to Melly, because he the one brought it to my attention. I actually subbed up to their channel. It's the Shy Podcast. Melly, when you get a chance to, can you put their link up in the chat? Y'all go sub up to them, right? Now, you right about that, Trey. I won't deny anything that you saying. Now, it's the Shy Podcast. Now, it's Lil Durk and FBG Duck's father, full interview. So shout out to them brothers that's doing the podcast, the Shy Podcast. Y'all go sub up to them to check out the latest content. Fair use, this is for entertainment purposes only. Again, I'm already subbed up to the Shy Podcast. Y'all sub up to them.
Okay, man, we are here with two giants in Chicago that have united in peace and looking to push progressive change in the city of Chicago, man. So we're here with two important individuals. We're here with our brother, Carl Rafiq. Can you introduce yourself, brother?
My name is Carl, but I prefer Raphael Ben Israel. I'm a person who's been system impacted, and I fight for the support of those who are impacted in society, which is our young people, to help them bring about change.
Okay. And we're here with our renowned, esteemed brother, Abdul Haq.
I'm Abdul Haq, as everybody knows, I'm the law. I'm relating to all the brothers out there. Peace be upon everyone out there. Everyone know that we try to eat with the brother Raphael. You know, I met the brother, beautiful brother, and we both on the same type of time here, trying to push and promote peace in the city here. Right? Different ways, you know. One way that we try to do it, from my perspective, is through Islam, through Chicago Cred, about the non-aggression and pushing that through the neighborhoods, and for people to try to get some spiritual balance in their life and trying to bring the law into their life, because everybody knows that number one change.
Well, now I dig what these gentlemen is what they trying to do. But I don't think pushing religion off on this young generation, that's just gonna be the answer to their problems, right? I'm not saying anything derogatory towards what y'all doing. Y'all at least making an effort to try to reach out to the youth, right? But a lot of people would ask, like, was this energy applied to Lil Durk and I said the name wrong, excuse me, to FBG Ducks, the fathers? Now I'm talking about you fathers right here. Was this same energy portrayed to your own sons that was out there living a life? That would be the question that I would ask, right? Because it's one thing to try to help other young men that's on out there, but what about, the only question is, was this energy applied to your own sons when they were still living?
Throughout the city or throughout the world, you know, bringing God back into your life and having that balance in yourself. So alhamdulillah.
Yeah. So
I also want to add to in perspective in terms of supportive organizations as well, just to identify some of the organizations that I'm working with, which is one myself, which is Kids United for the Future, which is called CUF, as well as the Chicago Torture Justice Center to prevent police torture and police violence against those who are system impacted and their families as well.
appreciate that. So, you know, you brothers are tied together in history in an unfortunate way. Both of your sons have passed away from unfortunate situations. Can we speak to how this happened? First of all, who is your son?
I'm the father of Carlton Weekly. Most of the world society knows him as FBG Duck.
Okay.
But Law, what I want to know is, where was he at? Because I've never up until now really heard about FBG Duck's father or even Lil Durk's father. You said both of them did hard time. So, okay, so was they already, okay, so my thing would be, how long has they been out? Was they still locked up when they both of their sons got murdered out there in the streets? Then that would be a whole different scenario. That would be a whole different scenario. If they were still locked up while they sons was out here doing what they was doing, then that's kind of different. But then again, it's like, like, was you giving your own sons reinforcements to try to get them away from the streets? Wait a minute, you said Duck Dad got right out after he got hit? Okay. Ain't that unfortunate right there? Okay.
And your son, who?
My son in Chicago, well known in the streets throughout as D-Day.
Okay. Man, how did this unity happen between you guys? Because in Chicago, often you don't see this kind of unity occur between two men. How did this occur?
Well, alhamdulillah, we was able to, it was just on one of these forums here when he come to speak to the youth at one of our sites, ENT sites. He came to speak there, and I was doing a class there at the same time. So the administration there with the brothers there was telling us, hey, Carl is there, Raphael is in the room over there. I said, alhamdulillah. So I'm gonna beat him as soon as he finished having, speaking to the youth over there. And then that's how we just clicked from that point on. And he came back today to talk to the youth at this site right here. So, they had a very impactful delivery.
You know what, though, Melly? I can imagine why he wasn't trying to hear, because I'm sure that people were sending him videos of what she was doing. I'm sure of that. So if he getting out of jail, he knowing what his son wrapped up in, he don't want to have all that messiness going on or whatever the case may be. So I can understand why, in fact, if he wasn't trying to hear from Duck's mama. And appreciate that slap on the neck, Trey. Appreciate that slap on the neck. Thank you for, I like the new direction. Thank you, Trey Spectors. I do appreciate that. And I actually, Trey Spectors, I like the new direction I'm going in too. I really do. And it just shows that I have more to offer than just going back and forth with strangers on the internet. Yeah, she too reckless. So, yeah, now that I can agree with him not even want to hear nothing she had to say. So I get it.
Deliverance of what he said, and the youngsters took it, and it was a beautiful thing.
EV, I see you in the building.
And spreading that knowledge that you spread and having the impact you had on today and their lives. And hopefully we pray that continue to change them and be a critical point in their life for change.
How would you say that, I mean, you did 26 years in prison, correct?
No, you did 27.
27 years in prison.
27.
27 years in prison. Do you mind speaking on what the crime was or anything?
I don't mind speaking on it, but also it's still ongoing in terms of litigation. But the crime was murder. I'll leave it at that to that extent. But just to add to what my brother just said is that the connection in terms of being able to do the work that we're doing in our respective communities is vital. But it's important in terms of being able to have a coming together to be able to find resolve, to be able to bring about restorative, respectable change, not just
what up with a flip phone,
of our family and friends and loved ones, but also the communities as well. So the impact that we both are hoping to make is to bring about a mindset that brings about a healing and a holistic healing as well as.
you know, it's gonna be a lot of people on out there that's just gonna feel like both daddies is clout chasing off their son's name. So I might as well put it on out there too. Now, I don't think so. Me personally, I don't think so. Now, Trey Spector say, but John, believe it or not, there are many of us who appreciates much more than the fuckery. LOL, even if I participate in it sometimes. Oh, yeah, now Trey Spectors, you know, I already know that you like to have shows like this where I'm giving you my raw reaction, because this is actually my first time even looking at this video all the way. But yes, I do know that you appreciate more than just the fuckery. I mean, every now and again, I'm not saying that it's not cool every now and again, but not the way I was doing it at the beginning, Trey. I was just doing it entirely too goddamn much, and I needed to stop my own goddamn self and reset the button and just go a different direction. That don't mean that I'm uppity or I'm better than nobody. No, I don't roll off that kit. I just know that there's more to it though. And I need to broaden my horizons and start talking about other things that really matters, and talk about the things that really do deserve to have outraged about. Not this fake ass outrage shit that you see around here. And I'm sorry, to me, it's just fake outrage. But that's neither here nor there. Let's continue.
To restorative change for the preparation of all our young people as well.
When I hear both of you brothers speak, I can only imagine what would have been the outcome if you both were on the streets at the time where so much conflict was going on between guys from, you know, both of your sons considered each other to be ops. Just hearing how eloquently you guys speak and how the direction that you guys are on, what do you think would have took place if your presence would have been around?
I think that for me, I know that my son knows my perspective. You know, he knows my strengths in terms of my perspective and how I seek in terms of change, but also being an agent for change, but not just through speaking it, but also living in terms of.
Now, wait a minute. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you just said that you spent 27 years up in jail. When did FBG Duck, he passed what, when he was 25? So wait, I'm trying to figure it out, y'all. Please help me out. Now, yeah, you might have written your son or whatever the case may be, but if you was in jail, now wait, y'all. Now I'm trying to really make sense of all of what he just said. You just stated that you've been locked up for 27 years. 27 years. So where in this point was FBG Duck was ever able to know you as a man? Yes, we know you as father, but how did he know you as an individual? You would have had to have some type of interaction with him. But hey, you know, I guess.
Your life as well. So I think it would have had a huge impact. I think any father that's present in the presence of their child's life has a huge impact, and it has an importance to bring about change in a dramatic way, meaning the mindset, meaning also the functions, but also the features of that child as well when it comes to how that child grows and develops and what the child.
Now, Melly, you see why I said what I said? Like, how do your son know you when you was locked up when he was born? And then when he dies, then you get out. So it was no type of interaction, even if he went to go see you in jail. Okay, fine. Okay, give and take that. But I find that hard to believe that he actually knew your character as far as what you would stand for, because You've been locked up all his life. So I'm sorry. That part I can't register in my mind to say that for a fact, like, yeah, FBG Duck really knew his father. I mean, okay. All right, if you say so.
Child grows and develops to believe in and become as well.
When
you want
yeah. Go ahead.
I just want to add a little bit more. So even though that our son is no longer amongst us right now, and the impact that we would have had on his life, a lot of things.
See, that right there is one thing to hear stories about your old man, but it's another if your old man is there to be able to tell him the stories himself. Like that part didn't register to me, because how is it that your son know you when you was locked up? Like he didn't get a chance to know you. But okay, all right.
And being fitted a different output to that, but he also deemed fit that we be an impact to other children, be father figures to other children, mentors to other children, big brothers to other children. So where we couldn't change the perspective they was going through and what is happening with their lives, we can change other lives from the programs that we're in now and the things that we do out here right now. Even from the smaller walking on the street, we see something that's injustice, that's wrong, that people are doing. We try to stop it that way too. So we try to have that impact in the father figure and other these youngsters' lives.
When you witnessed your sons, what was the time frame? I heard you speak about this before the audience. The time frame between the time you got out and the death of your son.
My son was murdered August 4th, 2020, and I was released August the 11th. So that short time frame from the 4th to the 11th. So that's a 7 day. That's a 1 week window.
1 week window. And what age was he when you was incarcerated? When you got incarcerated?
He was a baby.
So a baby, a baby. And then when your son D thing, when you were incarcerated, how old was he?
About 4 or 5 years old.
4 or 5 years old. So a toddler.
Yeah.
So can you speak on the effect of not having a father? What do you think that did to your children? And either one of you can speak first.
Well, growing up, and one of the things I like what my little brother was saying in the class just then, he was speaking about that not having a balance in that household is an impact to a child. Not growing up to be a man and not showing him the true principles and values of life, it has a great impact upon the child. Because now only thing he can do is turn to get these answers from the street, in which most of our children, when I was being gone, start getting them answers from the street to other figures out there that they figure is cool and this is what's happening, this is going on. So, you're struggling in between trying to tell them over the phone and do visits, but the greater
Look, let's just be honest. A child that knows that his father is locked up and trying to give him sound advice from jail, and I mean, your intentions may be good. I get that. I'm not here to try to downplay that part of what you did. But it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for him because in his mind, he knows that it won't be no chastising of any mistakes that he make out there in the street. Because why? You in jail. You can't check him. So basically, yeah, even if you was telling him something good over the phone while you in jail and while he in the free world, it's going in one ear and going out the other. Because ain't going to be no type of correction from his father by him knowing father locked up. He can't come do nothing to me. So all I got to do is just sit up here and act like I'm really listening to him. But in reality, let's just be honest. I don't think he was listening. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
The greater point of what they're seeing out there is more of a yes, yes, yes. And we saying no. But that alluring life to them is speaking much greater volumes than what we can speak to them from the jail. But
wait. You said Big Dirt did 25 for not telling on Hoover. Well, look, you already know with me. Shit, I would have been a telling son of a bitch. Shit, Larry Hoover already locked up. Shit, at this point, he ain't as old as Larry Hoover, so hell. I would have told. I ain't gonna need to lie to y'all. Look, I would have told. You think I'm about to do some years for a man that's already locked up? Man, is you crazy? He already, Lord, he can't be as old as Larry Hoover. He can't be as old as Larry Hoover. So wait a minute. So you mean to tell me this man Larry Hoover is already locked up and you didn't even want to get yourself a sweet deal so you can be out for your child? So the street code still overrides you making sure that your son is good. Oh, okay. All right.
You know, it was a great impact for the children to grow up in the cities without them father figure.
What did you have something you want to speak to?
No, I was just, just adding, when a child is without the father, it has a huge effect mentally on that child, even though it has an impact on the father as well, not being able to be in position to be able to raise that child in the way that the father thinks that the child should go. That means that the child is left to fend for himself in terms of his intake, what he take in, what he become a part of, more importantly, how he apply it as well. So the absence of a father is definitely huge, and it leave a perpetual existence on and lasting impact on that child, because the child suffers and has to suffer mental issues of being without a father, forced to understand and to fend for himself, forced to make decisions to where he don't have a father that he can actually go to. And even if we've had access to our children, but the reality is that their presence makes a huge impact in terms of the transition of the child from the
Now, I actually can respect what FBG Duck Father just said. When you're present up in your child's life, it gives a bigger impact. You just talking to him over the phone on a jail call, not so much. Because like I said, it's going in one ear, coming out the other. He trying to make sure he keep his head on the swivel and make sure that he got everything in order out there in the streets, whatever it is that he had going on. I'm just saying. So yes, I agree. Now, that perspective that you just laid out, I can respect that. Now that I can respect. Now what Lil Durk did, he said, Big Durk, man, come on, man. I'm not in agreement with that one, man.
Child to a man, from a child to a boy to a man.
What are some things that you would like to see happen in Chicago or throughout the nation based on incarceration, incarcerated fathers, incarcerated parents, and the children of incarcerated people? Are there some changes that you would like to see made?
If we speak of legislative change,
what even anything that's needed based on the fact of a person that may be doing time, that's what should they be doing? What could they possibly do to help kind of like guide their kids or something like that? Because we got a lot of brothers that's doing time. A lot of these young brothers, they just started a 30-year bit with a child.
Well, I'll say this in legislators, and then I'll bring it back full circle. There are laws that affect that are on the books that could affect those with long-term sentences. There are men and women who are in prison who have served long-term sentences of anywhere from 20 to 40 years. I think that it would be a huge impact if those men and women can be released and then have an opportunity to be able to integrate back into society, into their communities, to be able to add value.
Well, wait a minute. How about this thought right here? Don't be sucked into the life of games. Don't be subjected to their rules. How about that? But I understand sometimes it's not as simple as you just saying that you got to really walk it. You got to really walk the walk and talk the talk, right? So it's easy for you to understand the mistakes that you done made, prior, and now you're saying that. But I'm pretty sure if you had a do-over, I'm sure there'd be certain things that you did to get yourself locked up you probably wouldn't do, because you know why? You have kids to look after. So once you got locked up, you not only do you let yourself down, but I'm sorry, you let your kids down, because a young man looks for his father for guidance. Now, yes, the mother is always going to be there to nurture her son and all this and that. That's not what I'm talking about. A father gives a young man guidance. A father teaches a young man how to control his emotions. Now, again, a mother can do just that too, but it just hits different when it's coming from the father. So not only do you let yourself down, but you're not thinking, what about the kids? So they got to do the bit with you, and then you expect them to listen to you through a jail call to tell them not to do bad when you did something ultimately bad to get yourself in jail. Now, do y'all see how that even makes sense right there? But again, I'm not talking about you redeeming yourself from all the mistakes that you made in your past. I feel like everybody can be redeemed from all past mistakes that they didn't ever made. So don't get that confused. But what I was thinking was it worth you spending over 20 years in jail, damn near missing out on everything that your son was doing? For what? Did the end justify the means? In this situation, my opinion, no, it don't, because they no longer with us. They still supposed to be here, in my opinion. But we all have our own expiration dates, so I will be realistic. But I feel like if y'all was out and y'all wasn't in that life, then they would have had something to look forward to when they talking to their father. They know that their father is on point with things. Even though my father work a 9-to-5 job and he be dead tired when he get home, but at least my father is at home, and at least my father is going through it with me in the free world. At least my father making an attempt to go to my baseball games or my football games or my basketball games. Any dreams that he may had, my father would be there to support my dreams. Just saying.
To it. The recidivism rate for these men who are incarcerated is basically of non-existence. It's less than 1% when it comes to being a reoffender, if you will. I think that would be huge in terms of an impact, but also in terms of inside. I think more programming in terms of being able to have father and son programs to where the son and the father can have an opportunity to be able to build inside of in that prison, to where there could be not just deep and rich conversation, but also time spent. But time spent in terms of building and creating and having an opportunity to just like walk through the facility, to have opportunities to see what it is that parent is having to go through, and use it as a deterrent to say, well, hey, you know what, this is what you don't want to be able to experience, and everything that I'm going through is part of the suffering that I'm trying to prevent you from having to have access to. So that's just a few, but the list could go on in terms of legislation that I feel like that will have a huge impact on the prison system, as well as those who are fathers and those who are parents inside of prison institutions.
I mean, that's everything on point right there. Only thing I would add, for the sake of time, is that our reentry program needs to be updated to fit the needs of the men and women that's getting out. We got to do something with the reentry program, because it's not really covering the bases that we need to cover. When they get out of prison, they still fending for themselves in a way that's really almost like they need no help, no assistance whatsoever.
I mean, if we gonna be honest, they don't owe you anything but for you to get the hell up out of jail and just rehabilitate yourself the best way you can. That means that taxpayers that's actually paying tax dollars got to foot that bill. Do y'all think in the chat that any taxpayer will even foot that type of bill off of what these gentlemen is putting out there for them to put into legislator? Me personally, no. Because once you get out, you can always get into different programs to help you out as far as to get yourself back into the real world and get yourself back into the rotation. But as far as you having to get back into rotation on doing something bad, no. You change the people that you hang around. The people that you used to hang around, them type of unsavory people you can't be around once you get out, especially at the age that y'all at now. Shit, that just ain't gonna work. Taxpayers is not gonna sit up here and put money into something like that, because you know why? It's not up to them for them to help you. You got to help yourself first before anybody want to help you anywhere in the first place. Help yourself first. Then if people see that you helping yourself, then they'll reach for you. But you asking too much. You asking taxpayers to sit up here and shell out more money. Man, we already messed up around here. Come on, man. Y'all better think about something else then. That I don't think that's gonna work.
So we need to revamp that system right there where it can actually be more, pertinent to what they're looking for, what they need, and getting out ourselves, we know what them things are. So putting someone in charge of that program and actually bid in there, know what the men and women need is what they actually need to put in charge of that program.
And housing is a big component of that restorative practice as well. Most of those who are so-called reoffenders, once they're released, one of the key major things is that they need is housing. So when they go back out into society, looking for jobs, looking for other resources, and then if there's a stress upon them from doing so, they got a place that they can go back to be able to regroup and have the opportunity to do it all over again. I think with all of the vacant properties and buildings that we have in these communities, one of the things I've been trying to push to is learn about what banks own these properties, going to these banks and trying to get those banks to give some of those properties back to the community, so the community could then be able to revitalize those properties so we can have affordable housing for those who are system impacted. Because as you know, for people who are system impacted, it's a difficult process when it comes to housing, whether it's through CHA or private landlords.
All right, man. Thank you guys, man. And we look forward to seeing you guys pushing peace and constantly doing this work, man.
And shout out to them brothers trying to change things around, right? I can't even imagine how they feel right now, knowing that their sons ain't around no more, right? And one can only assume on if they were still alive, would they still have this type of energy what they got now? And I'll be the one to say it. So hopefully we see more of them building within the community, building in Chicago, trying to reach out to these young people, hopefully. I mean, look, Mr. FYB, I had to put it on out there though, because if you know it's going to be other people that's going to say the same thing that I'm saying. Would they didn't have this energy if their sons were still alive? Or would they just be like, hey, well, they grown now. Hey, I was locked up most of their life, so what really can I say about it? Never know. But either way, shout out to the Shy Podcast. Shout out to these gentlemen. I will be checking y'all content out, and I will be giving y'all my raw reaction off of their stories and what they're trying to do in the city of Chicago to help the youth. Hopefully, look, I'm wishing for the best for them to be able to do that, because this young generation they just don't be want to listen to nobody. Just be honest. So if they can figure out a way to get their ear, hey, I salute them. And I'll most definitely be keeping a close eye on this. Now, give me a minute. Take me a commercial break.
That's low. That's low. He do and cocaine. That's one incident. He do cocaine. That's low. I'ma tell y'all this story. That's low. He do cocaine. And that's only one incident. He do cocaine. Right now, cause see, I'ma tell y'all this story. Right. This is back when I was living on the south side of Chicago in the Ardell Gardens area. I did a drive along with y'all cocaine way back to show y'all where I used to live at on the south side of Chicago. No cap, salute. So anyway, it was this dude. I won't say his name, none of that, right? But it was this dude. Everybody knew him in the hood. Knew his wife, knew his kids, all of that, right? Dude would go to work. He'd be with his kids and, be at the baseball games, but the man gets high. Hey, come on, son. Cocaine. The man gets high. He do cocaine. He do cocaine. Even though his wife loved him so much, she don't like his habit. She knows that it's the cocaine. Every time he starts getting high off cocaine, right? Now, right? Back then, right? You know, look, we knew him, but it was like, man, that's low. We can't keep so to speak, get some for his kids, right? If he ran out of money and he couldn't get no crack, he'll take his kids like Nintendo games and all type of shit and pawn it over to the dope man. So he can get him an 8 ball or quarter, whatever, right? Right. One day he hit a low. He do cocaine. This was 2 days before Christmas, back in 1998. 2 days before Christmas. What up, big nerd? He takes his kids' toys and give it to one of my bands that was, hustling or whatever, right? Now, even though, back then, you didn't have no feeling about what you did. Come on in, NC Lady B1. He felt the way about him giving his kids toys. Giving him his kids toys for the drugs, for the cocaine, right? So his wife, we know, like I said, we know that his wife goes up to my man's crib and asks, can you please give back those toys? Whatever he owed, I'll work it out with you. He do cocaine. And at that point, that man do cocaine. We didn't see him no more. So that told me that he went to go get the help that he needed because cocaine. See, that was a low do cocaine. He took his kids' toys, pawned it off so he could get some. He do cocaine. He do cocaine. That's low. That's low. And that's only one incident. Do y'all imagine if I live in the hood, how many times I just seen people take their kids, talking about Nintendo games, the whole system, take it to the dope man so they can get them drugs. They don't ever get the game back. Them kids, mad as hell, but they can't do shit about it. Because why? That habit kicks in. It's a done deal. That habit don't care about no kids, about no mama, daddy, nobody. That habit is where it's at. That's what they think about. They don't think about nothing else. That's low.
Kenya.
What you want?
Kenya.
What?
What you doing? You bored?
No, I'm not bored.
I got a question for you. Straight up. Be real. I got a question.
What?
Kenya, I got a question.
What is it?
Let me eat your chocolate pudding.
Lord Jesus Christ, that crack, boy. Look, we know stories personally about, people that either we related to or we just associates with that do that shit, man. And I mean, again, that is a real life addiction, to cocaine. A real life addiction. Even if you've never tried it yourself, just seeing people, how they go through it, how they will go up in stores, go steal so they can boost on the block, sell it real quick so they can hurry up and get that 5 bag of some goddamn cocaine or either heroin. They willing to say anything to you and don't have no shame. See, one thing's for sure and two things for certain. You can't shame a crackhead. No, you can't. Look, I'm sorry. I haven't seen no crackhead that you can shame. They don't give a fuck what you say about them. You could call them all type of bums. I'm talking about everything in the book. You can throw it at them. Boy, they still gonna ask you for some money so they can go get their crack. They don't have no shame about nothing, man. When that drug really takes a hold of you, they have no shame whatsoever. Yes, Deja Vu, I am from the Gardens. I'm from Argyle Gardens. Matter of fact, Deja Vu, I don't know if you was even around when I did this, but I actually did a drive along. I took everybody and they saw me go into my old neighborhood back in the Gardens. They saw me go up in Concordia Place. Oh, yeah. I am a project. I'm a project kid. Yeah, I'm a project kid. So who better to be able to tell you about the projects than me? Shit, I was born in, I was raised up in the village. I just stayed up in Robert Taylor's. I did a little stint up in Stateway, when they were still up. I even stayed in the buildings over there on 47th through 53rd, you know what I'm saying? Right off of State Street. The federal buildings, you know what I'm saying? I stayed over there. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, I don't get to the age I am now being stupid, though. No, you don't be stupid up in the projects. You know how to move, and trust me, I knew how to move. Oh, you got relatives in Golden Gates, Deja Vu? Well, did that. I probably know them. If you know some people up in Golden Gates, as much shit. Yeah, it's a small world, though, Deja Vu. It's a chance that I may know the people that you know up in Golden Gates. That's if they still over there. A lot of people that I grew up with over there in that area, either they done moved out of town or they done moved on another side of town of Chicago, or they done moved completely up out of Illinois. And they still may have a family that's still there up in Golden Gates or whatever the case may be, but it's probably like a handful of them now. Oh, they lived there in the 90s. Oh, okay, well, yeah. See, yeah, they'd have been moved up away from there. And I don't blame them. Back then, it was something else to be raised up in the projects. And I'm telling you, it was just something else. That was a mental strain within itself to live in the projects. Be subjected to the same shit every day. You seeing Negroes on the corner with their goddamn wino bags singing and shit, and trying to tell us kids on what to do and to stay up out of trouble. You visit once as a kid. Now back then in the 90s, it still looked legible back then. It was still messed up though. But Golden Gates was like, for like, I ain't gonna even say middle class, damn near middle class, if you was able to get a house over there in Golden Gates. But then you had Golden Gates and then you had Argyle right there. EV, look, man, in order for you to fully understand what it really is up in Chicago, you just have to be here to know. You really have to be here to understand the culture here. You know what I'm saying? Now, back in the 90s, yeah, it was wild, but then you still had a little bit more structure than what you have now. It was way more structure back then than it is now. Man, EV, look, you let me know. You most definitely let me know if you ever think about coming to Chicago, man. We ain't got to be in the city. Certain things you might want to do in the city, but then there's other things that's outside of the city in the surrounding suburbs of Chicago. Man, it's just as good, and you will have a good time, man. I'm telling you, you will have a good time. Trust me, I ain't gonna steer you wrong when it comes down to that, because my safety comes first. And I don't give a damn how much I'm a part of certain things in Chicago. It's certain things that I ain't even going to involve myself in, or I don't want to be a part of, or I ain't going to act like I'm about to be a part of it. Right? But Argyle Gardens, the Riverdale, Dalton, that's me all day long. You know what I'm saying? I understand how things is on out there and how it still is. Certain things that change, but then not a lot of things that changed on out there. It's still raggedy as fuck on out there. Shit. Let's just be honest. They call themselves thinking that they changed certain things or whatever, but nah, they just put a Band-Aid over it. So it's still messed up on out there, even to this day. South Holland, yep, South Holland, yep, Deja Vu, South Holland as well. Yeah. So all them suburbs that surrounding the Chicagoland area, especially on the south side, back in the 90s, it was fun, but it was also dangerous all at the same time. You know, if your parents was able to deal with the madness, then you stayed. If your parents didn't want to deal with the madness, they hurry up and got you the hell on up out of there. They got you on the first thing smoking right up out of Chicago to whatever other city that they need to send you to. Not no more Deja Vu. South Holland is not as nice. Yeah, you're right. Back then it used to be nice, just like Hazel Crest. Hazel Crest used to be nice. What's the other suburb on out there that used to be nice? Like when you go further south suburbs. Yes, it's a little bit different, and it ain't that much drama like that. Like you get your little spills here and there, but like South Holland used to be nice, not no more. Calumet City, used to be nice back in the day, but them young people over there, they is running wild. Ain't no structure with them young people on out there at all. I can guarantee you that right now. So yeah, used to be, yes, that's in past tense. Now it's all over the place right now. It is all over the place. So let's get to the video. What high school? Wait a minute. Deja Vu, what high school you go to in South Holland? Now you had to see. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know about Seton. So damn, look, you did one of them moves. You had somebody's address on out there in the suburbs in order to go to that school. Because normally if you lived in the city, they wouldn't let you go to a suburb, to a school out there in the suburbs unless you had an address already currently out there. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if this is it.
Tear up your car insurance bill and try this instead. I used to let them raise my car insurance every year until I found.
Okay, here we go right here. Dear Outsiders. Now, this video is from Jedidiah Brown. He speaks about Mayor Tiffany Henyard slandering his name and putting out certain things about things that happened to him years ago. Now, he will explain it to y'all, just to give y'all a brief summary about it. Jedidiah is going to explain to y'all how he had a weak moment. Oh, no. Now, that I didn't know. Okay, it was a Catholic school. Okay, right. It is. Yeah, Seton is a Catholic school. You're right. So I thought it was all the same, even with a Catholic school. But I see you said it was different. So, okay. Now, with this video right here, Jedidiah is breaking down to everybody on how Mayor Tiffany Henyard put out some information about his mental well-being some years back where he actually thought about unaliving himself, right? But check this out. Jedidiah Brown is not running for mayor. So why did that information even have to come out on him is beyond me. But we gonna all listen to what he has to say behind Mayor Tiffany Henyard putting out that information out on him. Excuse me. Well, let me speed it up some.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? This is your host, Jedidiah Brown, here on Investigate and Advocate, where injustice finds no rest. Before I get to talking, I want to take a brief moment to give a shout out to all of our resources: organizing, advocating, and investigating. I want to thank our viewers and our supporters on both Facebook and YouTube alike, because without you, none of the work that we've done would have been possible. I come on here today because I want to first of all reassure everybody who are reaching out to me, both local, family, friend, and far, outsiders and residents. Those of you all who are reaching out to me, I want you to know that your messages have reached me, and I truly appreciate them from the depths of my heart and my soul. But I want to let you all know something even further beyond that. I am okay. Jedidiah Brown is fine. I want to speak briefly to you all because as I see the video is beginning to cycle and people are talking about it, and I don't have too much to say because I have instructed my attorney, who was waiting for my word and my signature, to file the lawsuit on everybody.
Wait, now, Jedidiah, you plan on suing people for a video that, oh man, I don't know if that's going to even work out for you that way, man, but hey, you may know something that I don't know, so I'm going to digress on that and let you continue.
I don't even know where to start. So please bear with me because there's a lot in my mind and in my heart. The first thing that I want to point out to you all is that if you watch my videos, then I don't have to spend a ton of time explaining to you what's going on. But obviously, due to the nature of what's out there in the social media world, there are going to be people who are going to come over here just to see the response and to see the hoopla. I want to speak to those people. And that's why I titled this video, Dear Outsiders. I want to speak to the people who are not aware, people who are not involved, people who are trying to decipher what's false and what's true. This video is me speaking directly to you, but I want to let you all know that I am not by myself. And I really am firmly believing that there's more for me than against me. And I'm speaking in reference to me because that video was to me. My team right now is working very diligently to comb through things to make a direct response video to the one that you saw. That will come. But today I want you all to hear from me in my heart. And what I want to say to you all, as a man that is okay, that 8 years ago today, 8 years ago today, I was in a vehicle with my own firearm, ready to take my own life. There was an insurmountable amount of pain that I could not articulate because I had sat down at dinner with my family and was told something extremely devastating. Right after being attacked for my advocacy. I was not mentally ill as much as I was emotionally distraught. And I can say that because I yielded myself to clinical professionals who determined that I am more than well in my mental capacity. And I want to say this, as we have just witnessed a young man who was suffering with legitimate mental illness in Illinois who was missing, now be found deceased. Mental illness is nothing to play with. Mental illness is real and it is running rampant in our communities. And because
Well, Jedidiah, think about this, bro. You putting your own self at harm's way to fight, right, for certain communities' rights, right? Not only just that, you're ending up going to jail over it, right? So of course it will play a mental game in your mind as far as what you're going through. So yeah, I can understand that. Who wants to go to jail over fighting for somebody's rights? I mean, look, fight for my own rights, yes. Be a part of something and help the voice and help it get out, yes. But going to jail over it, being a nuisance, a irritator, an agitator, like, come on, man. Like, you signed up for this. So I would think in my mind that you should be mentally strong for what's supposed to happen to you, being in the situation that you're in now. I mean, I'm just saying.
Because we don't know how to have the conversation, we not only keep misdiagnosing people, but we keep discounting the seriousness of people who have real mental crises. And basically, I want to say this. We cannot afford to let the conversation be about that moment, as much as you all should be aware that anybody who uses a mental breakdown or a low moment such as that for a political gain has already made the case that they are not qualified to serve people. Because understand that people understand things in different ways and on different levels with different experiences and backgrounds. How could you represent anybody if you feel like real pain is something to use for a political narrative? And I'm going to hit these points really hard.
Well, Jedidiah, I mean, come on, man. You disrespected the hell up out that woman. You call her all type of bitches. I mean, you really can't. I mean, you can't cry about that, though. You feel what I'm saying? You got to just take that off the chin. I mean, look, again, I'm not sitting up here trying to downplay your mental lapse. No, I'm not downplaying that. But what I'm saying is, as much dirt as Tiffany Henyard got on out here, you got some dirt on you too, man. But I still didn't understand the point of her trying to put that video out on you when you're not even running for mayor. Like, you're not on the ballot, so who cares? Like, we glad that you got over it. Apparently you done got over it. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? Apparently you done got over it because now you in front of everybody talking and you steady being an agitator. You still being an instigator. You all up in it. Right, Miss 2216. Take that L as a man. He should have never called her a B. Right. Now, he has every right. He has every right to say what he want to say. So let me just put that disclaimer on out there, right? But come on, man, you disrespected that lady. You didn't think that the disrespect was gonna come back? I mean, let's call a thing a thing.
Because I know that people don't watch videos very long, but I want you all to understand this. If you are a voter in Dalton, if that didn't do anything else, it should have told you this if you didn't already catch it when she got up there prematurely and said that she was backing police officers who killed a young Alexis Wilson.
There's one single video that's responsible for leading over 2,000 Christian men to permanently quitting
before an investigation was even thoroughly conducted. And I don't use that name for cover. Then you would not pay attention when she got a sexual assault allegation to her administration from Henyard dudes, who she would then give a false confidence of being a black woman who would have her back, and then turned around and fired her with no regard for her ability to sustain her life for her and her child. Or maybe you didn't hear me when I was giving my reporting about how we know for a fact that there should have been an arrest made, and the funnel cake man the funnel cake man who was shot and tragically lost his life, but that investigation was skewed by then acting police chief, as I allege, Louis Lacey, and Tiffany Henyard's personal interest, as I allege, and the person in her administration that murder is connected to. I could go on and on and on. But what you saw in that video should not have shocked you no more than it shocked me. To get off of a plane and to have so many messages about a video about me, it was shocking. Because if I'm not mistaken, I thought that Tiffany Henyard was running against Jason House and not Jedidiah Brown. But what that did do for me.
That part right there. Now, when you're right, you're right. Why not bring up things about who she's running against? She's not running against you. You just a activist, right? So, now it's stories on out there. The rumors going around saying that, the Dalton trustees paid Jedidiah Brown to harass Tiffany Henyard, right? Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Where's the proof at? Look, Miss 2216, I can agree with that. He's fighting a fight that's none of his business. Henyard's going out with a fight. He didn't know that? Yeah, he knew that. That's why I'm actually shocked that he even responded to it, though, to be honest. Because if you throwing shots, you look, think about this, Miss 2216. He done got 2 people fired off of that fight that happened down there at Dalton Town Hall. He was the reason why Tiffany Henyard's boyfriend and another aide got fired over that fight because he antagonized that whole thing. So you thought that you was just going to get away scot-free. You antagonize him. You cause him to react to some dumb shit when you weren't even trying to fight the man in the first place. You just wanted him to react. And you got him to react. You got his ass whooped, to be honest with you. It's because of you, Jedidiah Brown, that you got that man whooped and got fired. And you didn't think no type of backlash was going to come back at you, no matter if you're not running for mayor. Come on, man, you playing the game now. You should know this.
As an advocate, is it has fortified my sense of pride knowing that I showed up and I showed out for the people of Dalton, Illinois and Thornton Township. So much so, she don't even know what her focus should be. You chose in the height of a political...
Now, Miss 2216, that could be true. Allegedly, that could be true, right? But at least the Dalton trustees didn't take the money with the taxpayers' money. If they did pay him, they probably paid out of pocket. I've been saying this on the last show, that I felt that they was paying him to do all of what he was doing. But that was just my opinion. I don't know that for a fact that they actually paid this man anything. So I ain't jumping out the window to assume none of that. I ain't jumping out the window to assume. I even made a joke about it, Miss 2216, like the elders that gave him zuzus and wham-whams in advance to be able to do what he doing now. It ain't look, think about it this way. Who up in here that's gonna stand for something, gonna walk 9 hours up in I'm talking about cold air, to walk downtown to the Gold Coast to go see the governor, to get the governor to remove Mayor Tiffany Henyard. And check all this out. He still wasn't able to see Governor Pritzker in the first place. So do y'all think that that 9-hour walk that he did from Dalton, Illinois, all the way to the Gold Coast downtown to go see J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, and still don't get a chance to see him? So was that walk all for nothing? Look, I'm not walking in no goddamn cold. That's just me personally. And I said this on the other show. I'm not walking in no cold unless somebody had paid me a nice amount of money to even go through all that what he went through. Me personally, that's just my opinion. Do I know that to be a fact? No, I don't.
Political season to concede to an advocate by making a full video and utilizing real resources to try to diminish my efforts instead of heightening the awareness of yours. That video showed me desperation. It showed me concession. But above all, it showed me she is not qualified to represent the various values, needs, and issues of a community of 20,000+ people. Anybody in that community that has a relative with a mental illness or that has any kind of mental instability or breakdown ought to be concerned if she would be running your police department. I want to be very clear here that 8 years ago today, I would have never thought that I would be here. I want to be very clear about why I was in that vehicle, mourning the loss of a relative who I fathered, regardless of what the lies and the narratives have been, and the amount of pain that I have dealt with for years at that tremendous loss. I spoke about this. This is not an unfamiliar narrative, and that video might be shocking to some of you all. But I want to talk to that in two ways. Number one, before I came to Dalton, I was already prominent in advocacy. That's why they have all those clips. Number two, I didn't need to come to Dalton for money because I came with a $12,000 monkey that lost his life due to this fight, multiple vehicles situated in different places across this country while I traveled it, and multiple homes where I resided and frequently traveled for the last 3-4 years. You didn't see me because I was kicked out of anywhere or ran out of any city. You saw me because I decided for once in my life to take my vigor and apply it to my own happiness. And I am a happy man. I have lost way more than I've gained in this fight, not worried not one day of how God would restore me with all of my losses. I want to thank the residents and the outsiders that when I lost my baby, Cairo, they gave me Kyra at $8,500, and it was from a Tennessee dealer, and she now doesn't necessarily replace my baby, but she has helped make sure that that hole is somewhat filled. Thank you for that. But I want to be very clear about my advocacy. It is never about likes. It is never about money, because I never even had a monetized social media page in almost 2 decades of advocacy. So the first thing that I want to say to everybody that's watching and they need to understand this, I never worry about what God gonna do because he always does well. And yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, not having any clue of a video that will be released today, I got on this same Beyonce's internet under what I felt was the leading of God. You can't deny it. You might hate that I talk about God and I'm righteous and I know I'm ratchet, but it's what I believe in. I don't call God because I'm perfect. I call God because I need him. And what my humanity can't do, his sovereignty will. And I said on this live yesterday, and I said out of my mouth, not knowing what was coming today, I said, Tiffany Henyard, I will not sue you in your personal capacity, nor in your official capacity, or the struggling village of Dalton, Illinois, if you simply yield an apology. You won't see that in her video. You won't see it in any of the videos of the people who hate me without a cause. As a matter of
Well, come on now, Jedidiah, if we gonna be honest, then she can say the same thing about you disrespecting her, calling her out her name. She can ask you for an apology for calling her a bitch. I mean, yeah, just because you have a right to call her that don't mean you have to. So if you looking for an apology from what she did with a video, then I feel like she need an apology from you for calling her out her name. I'm just saying. So that goes hand in hand.
matter of fact, there is a cause. Jealousy isn't rational. And because of the love of the people in the internet and in the community, it reveals the failures of those who wish they could do what I do, but actually could, but never would try it because they don't have the fortitude nor the anointing to accomplish the assignment. Gifts and callings come without repentance, and I am gifted, if nothing else, in advocacy. But I made that.
Jedidiah, you just willing to throw yourself out there and make a complete, at times make a complete fool of yourself. And the people gonna stand up for it because if you really fighting for them and they see it, then they gonna ride with you. So I'm not mad at that, right? This is the life that you chose. So you have to know that at times you're gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. You're gonna rub people the wrong way, and they gonna come after you too. They don't care about you suffering any type of losses in your family or none of that. You getting in the mud with politicians, my nigga, to fight. So you're gonna get mud splashed back on you. So at this point, you just gotta brush it off. and keep it moving. And don't let them see you sweat. If you are advocate the way you say you is, to me, I wouldn't even responded to that video that she laid out as far as you being in the car, trying to unalive yourself because of a situation that happened in your personal life. Me personally, I wouldn't even responded to it because why? You're not even running. You're not even on the ballot to be a mayor or running for any office. So why would it even matter to you at this point? You know what your assignment is.
Commitment. And any decent person, be it that she would have wanted to lie or do it genuinely, she had an opportunity to challenge the very narrative that she's trying to put out. Who would offer not to sue, being attacked in an unprecedented way by a seated elected official in a way that could have caused me long-standing harm? I've been kicked in the face, hit with microphones, thrown to and fro many different ways. We're not going to talk about the specifics of that because what Tiffany Henyard did was what she's always done. Abdicated her ability to do something good, present herself as something that she is delusional in and that she's not, and make somebody else responsible for the actions that she should be accountable for. She didn't have enough sense in her to realize that God gave her the moment that even I prophesied she would have, and I didn't know that I would be a part of that. Go look at the videos. I said God is going to give you an opportunity to make a choice, and if you make the right choice, you will not suffer as much as you would have suffered if you don't make the right choice. Not only to know that literally almost a month later, I would sit on Beyonce's internet and say to her, after the attack, after the slander, after the threats, after all that I've been through, the slander, all of the things that I'm going through, I said to her, you could apologize and this is over. She woke up the next morning and pushed the send button on the video. And it is in that spirit, for those of you all who got something to say, I want you to know, I don't care what you got to say. I want you to keep on talking. Because when these lawsuits pay out, I'm glad that I know who my friends are versus my enemies. And I thank God, because everything I lost, I'm firmly believing double for my trouble and triple for my shame. If you are mad because I'm speaking about me, then again, that video was to me. But I've instructed my lawyer, we don't need to wait 48 hours because she made her choice. And I'm going to sue her and everybody else that I've watched attack, defame, and do everything else under the sun against me while I engage in lawful, constitutionally protected activities, including you, Bo. I think what the attorney thought was that there would be no attorney that would sue an attorney. You didn't do your research, Bo. Your defamatory, slanderous, false comments is why you need to make sure that suit you got on is consistently sent to the dry cleaner, because if it's up to me, you'll be giving me that dang on thing too. I don't appreciate.
Wait a minute, Nat. Look, hey, Jedidiah, you talking a good game right now, my nigga. I ain't gonna even load you. Look, now, personally, do I believe that you gonna even sue? No, I don't. Personally, I don't believe that. That's just my opinion. I think this is all a show. This is all a show right here. You're performing right now like you always do. Look, I done got caught up with a lot of videos that you did, and I'm going to play that other video. I want to overstep myself, but no, this is a good show that you're putting on, because my personal belief, man, you're not going to sue that lady. You like you care. This is all for show. You got to perform. You got to let it be known. Look, I ain't taking this land down. Yeah, we gonna sue. Woo, woo, woo. And you better make sure that suit is pressed out and block, block, block. Man, look here. I get it. Do I believe it? No, I really don't. I'm sorry. I just don't believe you.
Appreciate it in any shape, form, nor fashion. I want to speak to the outsiders. That's all. Me give a speech as eloquent as I can deliver with the anointing that God gave me, mixed with the flesh that I infused in the end. Those of you all that want to reduce me to a moment, a soundbite, and a cuss word need to be honest with yourself. How many times are we utilizing the B word in our everyday life as people of color? However, I don't even have to.
Wait, you're trying to justify you calling Mayor Tiffany Henyard a bitch now? Wait, hold up. Wait, so let me get this straight. You're trying to justify calling Mayor Tiffany Henyard a bitch. But you're supposed to be this advocate. You're supposed to be this activist. Shouldn't it be some type of professionalism about you? Shouldn't you have your emotions in check? My personal opinion is you shouldn't even have to call out a name, you know what I'm saying, to be able to land your plane. But again, hey, what the hell do I know? I ain't no activist, so whatever.
To go that far. I want to tell you something that I was never going to say, but I think that it's appropriate. When I've walked alongside these residents in both Dalton, Illinois, and Thornton Township, listened to their stories, looked into their pain, understood what got them upset, and have become passionate about their fight just like they are, I want to say this to you for the record. What you heard at that podium.
It is what it is. Dalton 42, Omaha, said. Instead of little blue 42, it's Dalton 42 said, hut, hut. God damn. That's a good one right there. It is what it is. That's a good one.
Was not just that expression of Jedidiah Brown, but that expression is the expression of a village and a township that was secretly glad that somebody finally said what they all been thinking in their heart and saying behind closed doors and at the dinner table for years. That word was a light description when you consider what me and these residents have suffered at the hand of this administration. For the people on there talking about looking at the video and they're saying,
Jedidiah, you ain't suffered nothing, man. You ain't suffered nothing. You're not even a resident of Dalton. You just got there. You ain't suffered nothing. He ain't suffered a damn thing. It's good. He just swept it down. He just suffered some shit too. God damn. So look, if I cry, we cry together. Right, he just got here last week. Now he's suffering. Just look, when I cry, we cry together. This what he talk. This what he trying to lay out to people now. When Dalton cries, I cry. We both cry together. But you just got there, my nigga. Goddamn. Man, it's no wonder why you got mental lapse and shit. Come on, man. Stop the cow.
but you're not a resident. That is the foolish, the most ridiculous, and the most ignorant response anybody can have for somebody that's showing up when people are calling for help. That is by far our biggest problem. That we try to find every excuse for why we shouldn't do what we should do. And that's if we were to follow any black leader, maybe Dr. Martin Luther King could be one. And injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And if you think that a geographical line defines if you should answer the call of somebody that's going through something, then the B word is the least of your problems. I question the God in you, the moral compass in you, the village sense in you.
But they can also question your morality too. If you're supposed to be this upstanding activist and advocate of people that's been done wrong, then, I mean, let's just be honest. It should have been nowhere in your conversation where you called that lady a bitch. The same thing that you laying out to her could also apply to you too, sir. Come on now, Jedidiah, man. Come on, man. I get what you're doing, but my nigga, come on.
And your own identity. Because you can only give what you want to get. And I don't care who shows up when I ask for help. You can show up, and if you helping me, I am grateful. I want to be very clear about that, though. There are tons of residents in Dalton, Illinois, who have attempted to speak out against this administration, like Valerie Stubbs, Mary Avant, Babe Solo, Beth McBride, people like, I can't think of the many names because there's too many to name. But when they stood up, they were retaliated against not just by her, but by her weaponized government and her personal bodyguarding detail of a police department. This required unique measures. Somebody that she couldn't intimidate or threat or bully. I want to remind you of something for those of you all that have been thoroughly entertained by this saga. I am an advocate. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. And no, there are not moments that are pretty. We don't get to dance and sing in Kumbaya. This has been a literal war. And in war, sometimes it's a little hard to stomach what happens. But I want to be very clear here. I couldn't be more prouder because I took on America's most corrupt politician, and as y'all called her, America's worst mayor.
Man, come on, man. I admit, Mayor Tiffany Hayden ain't too light as far as being mayor of a small South Side suburbs. But that's where it stops at, my nigga. Where was all of this talk? Where was all this advocacy when Lori Lightfoot was up in office for mayor of Chicago? Where was it? So, man, come on, man. Stop the cap, my nigga. Dalton is a small South Side suburb, man. It ain't going outside of this. Yes, it's making news. Yes. I'm not saying that part, but come on, man. Come on, man. The only people that need to care about all this was going on is the people of Dalton. Because why? They the only ones that can really get her the fuck up out of office. Let's just be honest. So you know what this entails so to me. Now, even though I said my little thing as far as they probably done paid him off to do what he doing now, and ain't nowhere in the hell I'll be walking in the depths of cold late at night, trying to walk downtown from Dalton, Illinois, all the way to the Gold Coast downtown to speak to Governor Pritzker. And then on top of that, you still don't even get a chance to talk to him. So now we got to rely on you to tell us what's been going on the back end. So now we got to sit back and be like, oh, is he telling the truth? Or is that cap too? That's what you subject yourself to, bro, because again, unless we see you literally talk to J.B. Pritzker, then that walk that you did was just for show. It's just for entertainment. All at the same time, you rooting for Dalton and you fighting for Dalton and you standing for Dalton, but you just got there. You just got there, my nigga. Come on, man. You just got there. Come on, man.
And if I took on America's worst mayor, if she is as worse in its description and as corrupt in its flow, then why didn't you think we would have to go beyond what's palatable or tactful to get the results and the resolve that we have now? I know y'all don't want to acknowledge my contributions. And I didn't never want to be a one-man band. And you are absolutely right. I do things seeking attention. I seek attention to bring awareness to why I showed up in the first place. I've utilized the power of social media for all these years because it's hard-pressed to find men who would get out of their own comfort zone and help people that are sometimes right down the street. We're living in a time where people would rather film than...
Bro, no, that's not true. I mean, come on now. You look, bro, you decided to walk from Dalton, Illinois. I'm talking about on one of the coldest nights that we didn't have, to walk downtown to go see J.B. Pritzker, and you don't even get a chance to see him. You end up having to go to the hospital because you want to run, you want to show out and all. Like, come on, bro. Like, man, stop, man. Stop it, bro. Stop it. You capping a little bit too much right now. I hear your speech, but to me, it's just you capping a little bit with your speech.
Intervene. Well, I've been fortunate enough to have the wisdom to do both. And I'm not going to let anybody diminish my contributions to this fight, because you actually should realize what you're saying when you highlight I'm not a resident. Then how do I rise to such visibility and being mentioned so much as a not?
Because you in front of everything. You'd have been in all the damn meetings. That's why. You putting yourself out on the forefront to let these people know that you is an instigator. You is an agitator. You come here to fuck shit up. That's why. You have a background. I done looked at other old videos of you just acting a plumb fool and getting yourself locked up. So come on, man. Stop this capping bullshit, my nigga. You didn't even know where the fuck you was when you was making that walk, and you was still on Michigan Street. You never left off of Michigan Street. You didn't veer off for none of that. Y'all stayed right down Michigan, go all the way down to 95th. Come on, my nigga. Come on, man. Stop.
Non-resident. It's an indictment of those who are. And I have literally been asking people since I got there to communicate, to organize. But I know what's really upsetting y'all. Y'all worried about me being famous. You're worried about me being rich. And I want you to know, in my heart, I'm worthy of both. I'm worthy of both because I have showed up. And there are too many celebrities who have been silent because of what they would lose, bringing awareness to people's issues and pain. And I am no different than anybody else who showed up, maybe in what you all would consider to be a more palatable professional capacity. Shout out to Lori Lightfoot. She did her investigation as an attorney, and she was given $30,000. Ben Crump travels this country, standing up for black people and people who are dealing in injustice across the country. And the only reason why y'all celebrate him is because y'all believe that he is more valid going into a court of law and getting enough resources to get the family financial remedy. I am no different. If I show up and I'm able to resource a fight, and I actually fight it, then only the ignorant would seek to destroy and diminish that when we don't have enough people in our community who do. Telling me to get a real job and telling me that I'm doing this for some other destructive reason shows that you don't understand life in society and how things work. An employee could never stand up like I.
You know why activists get a bad name, though, Jedidiah? Andrew Holmes. You know why you getting all this flack right now? Andrew Holmes. He was another activist. Remember him? Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop.
I do. Only a boss can. Because I don't have to worry about something like Lavelle, whose name is being rubbed in the dirt, who actually, if you do the research, doesn't deserve the type of attack or slander he's getting. And it's really quite interesting to watch a woman who literally said she was going to stand by her then man, Lavelle Redmond, when she, as she has done throughout her administration, refused to turn over the findings of his background like she did with the chief. She tried to, you know what? I'm sorry, y'all. My mind is like, see, this thing right here, you can't make it up. It ain't nothing. It's not rumor. Where's the receipts she's pulled out? Because I can show you receipts of her consistently putting people up in the face of the residents of Dalton, Illinois, refusing to do her due diligence and running background checks. And then once they're found out, acting like she had no clue. She knew about Lavelle Redmond's past. So how dare you utilize that now that he ain't your man? He doesn't deserve it. He did an interview right here on Investigate and Advocate. He spoke his truth. I encourage you all to go watch it and figure out how he was charged the way he was charged. But I'm not under the type of worries that he has to be under as an advocate. Lavelle Redmond did the right thing by standing up, by trying to defuse, and by defending, only to turn around and be terminated by his job by Securitas, who is now trying to save face. As somewhat of a world premier security company, they let him in, they used him until he wasn't usable anymore, and they discarded him for something that absolutely had nothing to do with them.
So, Jedidiah, you don't think they using you right now, and then when they don't have no use for you, they just gonna toss you aside too? You had an assignment, he had an assignment. And yes, y'all on two different accords, because he's not putting himself on out there getting locked up, trying to fight for the village of Dalton or any other suburbs that's having issues like Dalton. You think Dalton is the only South suburbs that have issues within their community? No, they're not. So no, you was on two different levels with that man. That's apples and oranges. You mixing apples and oranges at this point, my nigga, because he's never sat up here and said like you that he was a advocate or an activist. You have, so you the one have to assume all of the of what comes with being an activist or being an advocate of someone or something. So no, I have to disagree with you. My man, yeah, he told his story about how they fired him, after the fact that when they found out what he had on his record. I believe that they already knew he had that on his record, and they still let him work that within Dalton's township. So it is what it is.
He could have never been as free to be an advocate. That's why people call me, because I'm a boss. Now, it is true that when I show up, I ask people to resource these fights. But that is what makes an advocate valid. The ability to inspire people to organize and to act. The ability to garner the resources to be able to deliver the job. And there have not been times, and there's not one time in this entire fight that I have been over-resourced. We have always been under-resourced. But I'm proud to say that over the last 10, almost 11 months of my life, I have given everything that I had, even when we had nothing in our coffers. But y'all don't know that background. Not one personal ticket of mine was bought for on flights to this community by any public funds. Not one bill of mine was paid by any public funds. The beauty of being an advocate is definitely awareness. But you get to know celebrities and business owners who have an interest in making sure you never have to struggle. And God has blessed me with that. And I want to segue back to that day on Lakeshore Drive. That was my lowest. That was one of my worst moments. That was the bottom for me. But here it is 8 years later. I can fly wherever I want. I can live wherever I want. I can drive whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. And as I'm not ignorant to think that it's because I'm also special, it's because I'm also aware that you reap what you sow. And when you treat your brother like yourself and you give everything you have, God turns around and causes somebody random to do the same thing for you. So I'm talking to people who are on the edge of wanting to give up. People who feel like this is their bottom and their lowest moment. Take it from me. There is life after that. And 8 years later, if you don't stop pressing forward, one day you will rise. And what used to be able to hurt you won't be able to hurt you no more. But if you are somebody that are struggling with suicidal thoughts or depression because it's very real, don't be ashamed. But don't let it get to a place where you will act out. I believe the number is 988 for a national suicide line. Give them a call and get the help you need. And remember.
Look, one thing's for sure and two things for certain. Mental health is necessary, right? No, I don't want nobody to, because of life dealing them hard blows, that they just feel like they want to give up. No, I'm with you on that. But some of us just not mentally as strong as others. And sometimes you got certain people that fall within the cracks and they end up trying to do harm to themselves to take the pain away, right? Look, I want people that have any type of some type of mental illness to get the help that they need. Life is something else. You know, hey, look, we all fall short in life, right? But if you had a strong foundation when you was growing up, a mother and a father there to show you right from wrong and to teach you things, then you will be okay, whatever life throws at you. Sometimes it don't matter if both parents up in the house, you can still be mentally strong with or without two parents being in the home. It's just better when you have both parents in the home to show you and teach you right from wrong and show you, hey, don't go this way, son, go this way. And I'm going to tell you why you need to go this way instead of that way. Because this is what's waiting for you right here if you go this way. But if you go this way, see, you don't have to deal with all the headache and all that BS going this way. Parents is there for a reason for their kids, to show them ways of not having to deal with life just so harshly. Like, you're going to deal with life one way or the other anyway. But if your parents can show you ways of dealing with certain situations that you don't have to strain your brain about it and all this and that, or whatever the case may be, then they did their job. Now, I'm sorry again that even happened to you, Jedidiah Brown. I really am. Because that's not a laughing matter. I actually had that type of situation. And for those who's been following me long enough and have watched my shows, y'all know about a certain individual that I won't even say his name. Y'all all know, TB. I just say the initials, so y'all know who I'm talking about. When he had a mental lapse up in my chat, and I stopped my whole show to make sure that he was okay. Because that wouldn't have sat right with me. I'm doing the show and he's talking about bringing harm to himself up in my own damn chat. Like, that was wild. That was wild. The whole show got halted so I can deal with that. And I hope that young brother got the help that he needs to get over the hump. Because it is real. Mental illness is real, especially with us black folks. It is. So, no, you're right. That's not a laughing matter at all.
But this, people pointing the finger at you for having your lowest moment are just people who won't be honest about their moment being in the dark. Just like I said, as I allege, Kamal Woods right outside of Tiffany Henyard's house that she has now acknowledged as her house with this false narrative of attacking her family members or her child. There is clear video of me going and diplomatically asking for an answer for the simple thing that brought me into this case in the first place. I never went to that house threatening them, attacking them. I went there asking questions. And it only escalated when I encountered someone who don't know what it means to be an elected official. But Kamal Woods on that day, he made fun, said, go kill yourself. Basically making banter saying anybody that want to do that shouldn't want to do it. But I want you all to know for a fact that Kamal Woods was on a roof of a Walmart ready to jump off and unalive himself, but he was losing a woman. And I've seen some of the women.
Whoa. Jedidiah Brown, what the hell they got to do with anything, my nigga? Dude is fired. We don't care nothing about that. I know I don't. I don't care nothing about that. Here come the messy bullshit.
He's had before. It's unfortunate how he's downgraded for a paycheck. And if you think that decency is necessary, then have the same standard across the board. This is not a black woman being unrighteously attacked. You're looking at sound bites and you ain't done your research. She has done everything from hiding her financial misdeeds as an elected official to instructing people to do things only to turn around and blame them, putting their life, liberty, and freedoms in jeopardy. She has consistently disobeyed the rule of law. She is clearly a habitual liar, because one of the things that I'm really trying to figure out is how did I get a knife into a building that I was searched in before I came into? But beyond that, they don't be searched coming through the back door. The truth is that there was a knife in the building and there was a gun in the building, but it wasn't mine. We'll deal with that in the court of law. But I'll take a step further. If I had a knife and we all saw that, what did he call it? Brawl? Mr. Bo? Why isn't anybody cut? Y'all wasn't even smart enough to go upstairs and start stabbing yourself? If that was going to be your narrative?
Whoa.
No blood? No lacerations? Was it a butter knife? Was it a toy knife? What kind of knife could be with that many stripes and not even break the first layer of skin? Only a fool would follow such debauchery. I want to be very clear here. I have enjoyed serving the village of Dalton and Thornton Township, doing what I do best. And I was fortunate to add to my history that I just tamed an untamed beast who thought she was a political powerhouse. Once claiming herself to be the most powerful woman of the Southland, we now find out that her arms are too short to box a little black advocate with all of her weaponized environment, and that she's too ignorant to realize that you making an entire video about me did more harm to you than it will ever do to me.
Could we use your house to trial our 24-hour bathroom upgrade system? We're looking for homeowners within valid states.
And because of you, I have people calling me near and far even more, asking for me to come to their community to help them. And you have now made it possible for me to tell my story. For those of you all that have been involved and that have watched the rumor mill that have been going on about me for years, thank you, Dalton, for encouraging me to get this platform.
Thank you, Dalton, for encouraging me to get this platform. I give it to you though, Jedidiah. You is a very good showman. You know how to put on the show. I got to give it to you. You is most definitely putting on the show. Now I need to take another commercial break. I'm gonna put on the drop that we haven't heard in a while. That's pretty funny to lighten it up a little bit. Hold on.
Yes, at a hotel. Yes, at a hotel. And when he asked me that, I'm not a rude person, but I just said, nah, I'm this. Because you don't, as a man, you don't ask me to go to no motherfucking hotel. I haven't told one lie on Kwame. I ain't never did that to him. Kwame said I was lying about the hotel, then he turned around and admitted it, but said it was a nice bar at that hotel. Yes, well, I didn't hear that. All I saw was you asked me to go to a hotel. Yes, and I didn't know what it meant, but I knew I said no. Did that to him because I'm not no fucking fool. You see what happened with what's his name? I ain't never Dwight Howard. I ain't never let the motherfucker test me like that. I know the nigga 7 feet. What the fuck I look like? Let this nigga hem me up in the hotel room. Tommy, I ain't never did that. I don't put myself in that position. I don't need men. No, it's not going.
You've never, okay, so you've never been to a hotel restaurant? Some of the 5-star restaurants, just playing devil's advocate.
I've been at hotel restaurants by myself. I ain't tell no nigga, hey nigga, come meet me at the hotel. I would at least say the bar, but I ain't never told him that.
God.
Me at the hotel. I'm like, what the fuck?
I am not going there with that. I don't want to know. Look.
You said no, and I didn't call him nothing. It was just weird. You ain't my friend. Ooh. Then why the fuck were you trying to come to my house? I ain't never did that. Why did you invite me to the hotel? Why did you send me a picture of this homely ass woman talking about you started dating her because of the shit I say? And then as soon as you start getting some views on YouTube, you left the girl. Yes, at a hotel. And when he asked me that, I'm not a rude person, but I just said, nah, I'm this. Yes, at a hotel. And when he asked me that, I'm not a rude person, but I just said, nah, I'm this. I ain't never did that. As a man, you don't ask me to go to no motherfucker. I ain't never did that to him. I don't care.
Ask you to go to a hotel like
I've never met you.
Why are you capping on that?
I'm not gonna meet you at no hotel.
Why are you capping on that?
Why
are you capping on that?
I'm not capping. I've never changed that story. I've never changed that story.
Why are you capping on that?
I never changed that story, and I
Did I
showed
invite you to a hotel or to
I never changed that story, and I showed the text, Kwame.
Can I not talk to you?
I never changed that story, and I showed the text.
I got you, big dog. I got you. Moonlight.
I never changed that story. I didn't say you were gay or not. I said I don't meet men at hotels. I didn't say you were gay or not. I said I don't meet men at hotels.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a nice bar that's inside of a hotel that everybody frequents? Is there places like that in Miami where you're from where the hot spot is inside a hotel with actually a bar lounge in there?
I ain't never did that to him. So how he gonna say that I had a girl ratchet pregnant and I won't tell y'all? Let me ask you something, Moonlight. Let's just say I was nutting in a bitch and got a bitch pregnant. Do you think I should come and tell the internet this?
I don't need the visual. I don't need the visual.
It doesn't make any sense. It would be dumb. It would. I could just go to tell these, and then this person says Tommy's lying, but I'm not. I've already shown it. I haven't told one lie on Kwame.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh, yes, at a hotel. And when he asked me that, I'm not a rude person, but you don't ask another man to invite them to no motherfucking hotel. God damn. I laughed my ass in. And shout out to Andre O.D. Kimball. And I'm laughing now. Oh my God, man, golly. So let's sum this show on up, man, because let's sum this on up, man. Let's sum this on up. So we got Rob Blagojevich gets pardoned from Trump of most of all his legal issues, right? He gets pardoned. They give him another chance to be in office all over again, right? We already know they're going to work with each other, rub elbows, all that shit, right? But Jedidiah, come on, man. You getting dirty with these people. You saying all type of outlandish things in your own right to another woman. You don't know this woman personally. I mean, you know, you never had no broke bread with this woman. I mean, come on, man. You saying a lot of crazy shit about this woman. Some of it is true. But, I mean, come on, man. You calling her out a name and calling her a bitch. And she put out that video of you having at your lowest moment or when you had that mental lapse up in the car on Lakeshore Drive. Like, bro, you can't, you supposed to be the agitator. You supposed to be the instigator. So, in my opinion, you should have never spoke on that. You should have let her have that. Because in real life, you don't give a fuck. Don't you I mean, if you supposed to be so razor focused on getting her out of office, that's all what should matter. Not feeding off into no bullshit with her like that. Knowing that you got on the bullshit with her in the door anyway. But hey, it is what it is though, right? It is what it is. Look, I ain't mad at you. I'm going to continue to do content off of it. I'm going to continue to talk about it. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of it, yes, do I actually want to see Tiffany Henyard out of office? Yes, I want to see her gone. I want somebody to tell her, bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye, Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Well, former Mayor Tiffany Henyard, bye-bye. Yeah, I want somebody to actually tell that lady, bye-bye, see you later, scram, kick rocks. Shit, kick rocks. I'm telling you. Shit, kick rocks for real. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me pin the link. If anybody, feel free if you want to hit the link. I got a little time. If you want to, y'all can hit the link. Any comments, questions, or concerns about the show and what I laid out. If you got anything that you want to add to it, feel free to hit the link. But now, if you ain't never been on my panel, you have to show yourself to me in the back chat. People that have not hit my link, that is not normally hitting my link and coming on my panel, you have to show me yourself in the back chat. If you're not willing to do that, then I'm not willing to let you up. Now, this don't go for the people that normally come up and hit the link. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about the people that normally hit the link. I'm talking about the people that don't normally hit the link. You have to show me that you're a real person in the back chat. If you can't do that, then I can't let you up. It's just that simple. Yeah, it's just that simple. So if I give, matter of fact, I give it a minute. I give it a minute. Hold on. I will give y'all a minute. I'm the public figure.
killer, nigga.
Shot-town coming to ATL, bitch ass nigga. Motherfucker, I want my money back.
The fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all ain't got nothing to do with this. If I'm in my feelings, I'm in my motherfucking feelings.
Who did you give those 4 pairs of shoes to? Yeah, any one of you bitches come on my motherfucking YouTube page and start that bullshit with me. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Leave me the fuck alone with all that negative shit.
Yeah, I'm on camera telling you I'm gonna take your punk ass down. I'm gonna see you soon. And I mean every motherfucking word I say. You not gonna do me in any type of way, motherfucker. Shot-town coming to ATL, bitch ass nigga.
Who in the fuck did you give them 4 pairs of shoes that I spent my hard-earned money on to support what you had going on in Brunswick, sir? And if you can't tell me where the fuck you gave them shoes from, sir, I want my money back, bitch. Yeah, I want my money back. I spent $232 for 4 pairs of shoes, motherfucker. I spent $232 for 4 pairs of shoes, motherfucker. Motherfucker. I didn't give it to you. I gave it for the kids. I gave it for the kids. So where's my money at, motherfucker? Or who did you get them shoes to? That's the fuck I want to know. You call me a crackhead, you call me whatever, you call me a snake, you call me whatever. Ain't no motherfucker, no snake that will ride 15 motherfucking hours to Brunswick from Chicago to come support and bring you some motherfucking shoes for kids that don't have. So I want to know, where the fuck did you get them 4 pairs of shoes from, motherfucker? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Who did you get them 4 pairs of shoes from? And sir, if you can't show me where the fuck you gave them shoes from, motherfucker, I want my money back. Motherfucker, I want my money back. Cause you're a fraud. You think this a motherfucking game? I'm a real nigga. In the hood, motherfucker. You want to play this game with me? I swear you don't want to play this game with me, Kwame. I know too many motherfuckers that will bring you down, bro. See, fucking then, I'm capping like a motherfucker. But I bet you, Kwame Brown is the biggest cap. Who the fuck did you give them 4 pairs of shoes from that I gave to you, sir? That I drove out my way to support, sir? I want to know. Can you answer that? Since you don't want me on your lives and you don't have nothing to say to me, well, answer that motherfucking question, my nigga. Where the fuck, who did you give those 4 pairs of shoes to? Yeah. That's what I want to know.
That again, that shoe drive was a sham because I didn't see nothing. I saw a picture of you probably had did that several days ago and staged it.
Trolling bitches. Shout out to the meal ticket for that. Hey, the meal ticket caught me in rare form with that one, man. Shout out to the meal ticket, man. Look, and look, I swear now, in hindsight, y'all, I swear I laugh at all of this shit now. Man, Keon 29, I swear I still laugh at it. Trust me. Or I look at it still, and you know, when I ain't live, shit, I look at that and be laughing at my own damn self. I was just very passionate about this shit. And I stood pat. And I ain't let nobody waver my opinion about what I was thinking. I stood pat on what I was thinking and what I was saying. It didn't matter about what nobody else thought of me. No, it didn't matter. I was a 7-Eleven. I'm still am a goon. I'm a 7-Eleven goon at that. Shit. But I ain't letting nobody deter or take me off of focus on what I came here to do. Now, I will say all the extra shit as far as talking about family and all that, I ain't with none of that. I ain't with none of that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to portray that role. Y'all will never see me portray that role. Never. Because it wasn't his family that did anything to me. It was him. And I directed all of my energy towards the old busty bus. But that's neither here nor there. Like, I'm not bitter about all that shit. That shit is over and done with. See, unlike others, I know how to move on and just do something else. And it's funny to me that you have a lot of content creators that think jumping on other people's panels is supposed to push them into the algorithms. No. If people been following me long enough, a lot of y'all know I wasn't jumping on a lot of people's panels like that. I was saying what I need to say right here on my own channel. I wasn't jumping from panel to panel to panel and trying to get no. Now, again, yes, did I hit certain panels? Yes, but I knew I could say whatever I wanted to say right here, and nobody was going to be able to stop me. Not no trolls, not nobody. And if you weren't believing in what I had to say, cool. Then you didn't need to be here. And I was making sure that I'll put you up in the corner with the dunks hat real quick. Go in the timeout corner, put that dunks hat on, and think about what you said up in my chat. Simple and plain. Put your ass in the corner. Oh, you got some smart shit to say? Put your ass in the corner. I didn't give a fuck who it was. I put your ass up in the corner with that dunks hat, and it was over with. Yeah, it was over with. Exactly, Keon 29. It'd be better. My opinion is, man, look, hitting the panel is one thing, but man, look, I'd rather say it on my own channel and say it up here by myself. I ain't got to worry about nobody interrupting me in my train of thought because the chat gonna be the chat. See, then I didn't understand that. I was trying to dictate what the chat said and no, fuck you, you wrong. Look, I just wasn't thinking clearly in the very beginning. I wasn't. I allowed certain entities to come in and disturb what I was doing, allowed me to lose focus and keep my focus on the target. I did all that. Right? But now in hindsight, I had to go through what I went through. Right? I had to go through it. I'm not above nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be a condescending type of individual, right? Because being a condescending individual, to me, you just don't have no type of structure about how to appease other people's feelings and how they think about certain things, right? Because to that person, that condescending person, they figure like, hey, I know more than you. So why is it that everybody giving you so much buzz, but I know more than you? But I never would allow nobody to try to downplay my message of what I was trying to lay out. And I also wasn't going to fall subjective of just because people's families and kids and no, I'm not doing none of that. No, I don't take no pleasure and I don't get no pleasure out of talking about nobody's loved ones or mothers or fathers or sisters and brothers and man, I'm not doing none of that. No, I'm not doing none of that. So in essence, me stepping away from all the dumb shit was probably the best thing that I could have ever done, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I can watch what I want to watch. I can keep my opinion to myself, and I don't have to lay it out every goddamn time that I go live. Because guess what? In hindsight, it's all fuck shit anyway. I mean, you can try to make sense of the fuck shit all you want, but in reality, it's still fuck shit at the end of the day. Nobody cares. It's all about the entertainment. It's all about the entertainment. But once I realized being on here that it's more ways to entertain a crowd than to just talk about straight fuck shit, then it was a total reset. And I know I'm entertaining in my own right. I don't have to sit up here and sound mind acting like I really give a fuck about, who got this on their record or where they live and how they live it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about none of that. No, I don't give a fuck about none of that because at the end, we all ain't born with no silver spoons in our goddamn mouth. We all ain't got it like that. We trying to get it. We trying to get it. At least I know for a fact I'm trying to get it. I can't speak for nobody else, but I am. I'm really trying, and I'm doing more than just trying. I'm actually out there doing the work. So it is what it is. But I knew even last year, no, let me take a step back. Let me step the fuck back. Let me kill some things, unalive some things, and then start all the way completely over. Not partially the way. Because like I said, if you really truly want to let something go that's putting a hindrance to your spirit, you're going to let it go. You're going to find a way to let it go. You're going to find a way to tune it all the way out and keep your peace. See, I'm a peaceful type of brother. I'm not here to be violent towards nobody. But I also ain't going to let nobody disrespect me, especially if you're not contributing nothing over here on this channel, if you're not trying to help me instead of tearing me down, then I don't need lousy people around me. You can keep your lousy ass spirit away from me. Shit, yeah, you keep that shit away from me because I don't want no lousy individual around me that just don't like me. Not that I was searching for you to like me in the first damn place. Let's just get that part clear. I'm not searching for nobody to like me. All I ask for is respect, especially if I'm not disrespecting you. If I'm not coming off the riff and I ain't sitting up here doing shows and putting your likeness up and giving you a nickname and, all of that, yeah, that's all fine and dandy what I did. But like now, my mind frame ain't on that. I don't have time for them type of games. Appreciate that slap on the neck, Glenda. Appreciate that slap on the neck. No, I just don't have time for them type of games. Now, again, I can sit up and give my opinion about what I see on here, and I don't have to be disrespectful at all. But what I understand, even around these parts, that no matter how much you try to keep the respect level there, these people don't care. They don't want you to speak about them at all. Or they're going to disrespect you in the worst way, no matter how respectful you is with your approach. They don't give a damn about that. No, they just look, they rather you not even speak about them at all. And guess what? They're right. Because in hindsight, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about no drama here, no drama there. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. No, I don't give a fuck about none of that, y'all. I'm just going to be totally honest. I don't. And every now and again, like I said, if I feel like I probably ain't going to never do ain't no probably. I would never do a show about nobody in this sector ever again. You would never see me put their likeness. You would never see me put their name. No, them days are done. I could just freelance and come live and maybe speak about it briefly, but then it's on to the next. I don't care. It's just an opinion. And as long as I ain't sitting up here disrespecting you, I'm able to lay my opinion out and then just keep it moving. I don't care. My content is simple. Give y'all my reaction to the fuck shit that goes on in real life. Give y'all my reaction to the things that really deserve an outrage. So all this entertainment outrage, I'm not, not when it comes to this shit around here because it's repetitive. It's the same thing over and over and over again. No, I don't want no parts of that. Nothing is going to change in this sector. I didn't came to the realization about that. And I ain't here to try to make no changes around here in this sector. No. I could change how my approach is. I could change the content that I bring. That's the only thing that I got control over. Otherwise, I ain't got no control over these grown-ass people that does and jump out the window and crash out. Hey, crash out. Do you. But Johnny Blaze is going to do what Johnny Blaze do over here and stay the hell up out of people's way. Just stay up out their way. And I'm good with that. I appreciate the chat. I appreciate y'all coming through and checking out the show to see what I had to say. Can y'all please at least get old Johnny Blaze to 50 likes for this live stream? I know I only been live for only 3 hours, but can y'all at least get me up to 50 likes? I'm at 46. I'm 4 off. Can y'all at least get Johnny Blaze to 50 likes for this live stream? Please. I know it ain't got nothing to do with the fuck shit. I know, because that's the only way that y'all really be liking it if I'm sitting up here cursing somebody out. But for the ones that is actually picking up when I'm putting down with this live stream, just give me 4 more likes so I can get the 50 likes for this live stream. If you're feeling generous, my Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle, it's open. You can most definitely donate to either one of those. And shout out to Trey Spectors and shout out to Lovey for donating to the Cash App. Shout out to Glenda for slapping brother on the neck with a donation. I do appreciate that most definitely. And I appreciate y'all just coming through and just checking me out, regardless of what it is. Y'all still coming through and y'all still interacting up in the chat and y'all still giving me support on this channel, which in fact, I deeply appreciate it. So with that being said, I'm getting up out of here. Give me some rest so I can finish out the week strong at work. I'm sure a lot of y'all probably got to go to work tomorrow too. Thank you, Glenda, again. Already, Keon 29. Already. Well, technically, I'm not. Tommy the One, I got that from Tommy Sotomayor. So I'll be honest about that. I did take that little slogan from him. I just took it and ran with it because it was a nice slogan. Thank you for that slap on the neck. So yeah, that slogan actually comes from Tommy Sotomayor. So I would give him his credit. He actually was the originator of thank you for that slap on the neck. You know, I just took it and ran with it. That's all. And I kind of made it my own, you know what I'm saying, as much as I said. So, you know, I appreciate it though, but I won't take all the credit because that's not actually mine. That's Tommy Sotomayor's little saying right there. Thank you for that slap on the neck. I just took it like it was mine though. That's all. And I ran with it. I ran with it. So it is what it is. But anyway, salute to the chat. Again, appreciate y'all coming through the show. And I will see y'all later on the next show. Trust, y'all gonna see more of Mayor Tiffany Hayner's news. I'm actually gonna go over another video, but like I said, I won't do it now. I ain't gonna put all of it in this video. I'll save some time for another live stream, and then we could go over that video as well. So with that being said, salute to the chat once again. If you're feeling generous enough to donate, please do. But hit that like button on the way out if you haven't hit the like button, all right? Salute to the chat, salute to everybody, and y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all later.